Okay. 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 Put that to the side. Okay. What's up, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Your man's is back at it again. What's popping on these streets? Did you know that your ex is simply the past version of yourself in human form? Now you know. Whatever you claim in your life, that's what you say you are. So if you choose to keep a person in your life, you're saying that this is me. Anyone, anything, any place that you choose to keep in your life, you're saying that's me. That's what you identify with. Whatever you keep in your life, that's what you identify with. So did you know your ex is simply the old version of yourself in a human form? I'm telling y'all the truth. Whatever you keep in your life, that's a reflection of who you are. That's who you are. So you got to ask yourself, is this who I am? When I keep these people in my life, is this who I am? So when people go, I lost the spark and no, no, no. It was just you no longer identify with that. You don't identify with it. You're constantly identifying with things. You're constantly shifting your identity. And when it comes to things that work with your spark, it's basically, does this align with me energetically? Does this person align with me energetically? Does this place align with me energetically? Does this habit align with me energetically? Everything you choose to do, every decision, that's what determines what you feel. So when you wake up one day and say, I'm not feeling this no more, that's because your energy no longer aligns with that person. The spark is simply lust running its course. Lust is temporary. Lust is temporary. That's why you could not measure love based on chemistry, because that is temporary. Anyone can run around in the mattress and claim it's a spark. No, that's dopamine, your nervous system, and lust. Lust. When you add connotation and meaning to activities that don't bring you to a deeper version of yourself, you put false hope on it. And this is where lies come in, false family, false relationships, because you took something that was always surface level and you placed meaning on it to make it sound deeper than what it actually is. That's why people play games. People can't be direct with we want each other because they don't want to call it for what it is. It was sex. It was sex. That's what you linked upon sex. Sex does not provide depth. Sex does not provide depth. What you think is that spark is actually lust. It's a fleeting feeling. It's not going to last that long. It's not going to last forever. You can try it, but do you want to risk your entire cycle to prove a point? Do you really want to risk your cycle trying to maintain the spark to keep a person in your life? You got to ask yourself this question. Do you want to sever ties with yourself to keep this person in your life? Your ex is simply the past version of yourself in a human form. Whatever you send out here in this planet, you get that back in the form of habits, places, and people. The only way you could avoid people altogether is if you decide to go off the grid. You decide to go off the grid because let's face it, as long as you are involved in the group, the earthly populace, people are going to come in and out directly or indirectly. Especially, you're not off the grid. You got to purchase stuff. You got a career. Like for me, for my example, I would go off the grid if I worked on that earlier. The only thing that keeps me personally tied to people indirectly coming into my life is my career and food and shelter. Otherwise, there's no need for me to have human interactions. Get real. Most of these human interactions is really tied to the money situation. In most cases, like if I had $1 billion, I would just go to a private island somewhere and stay there isolated. That's my dream. That's my dream. That's my dream. A private island, no humans, no nothing, no contact, no nothing, no nothing. That's why being a human is very limiting. Because remember, most of these interactions, they're fake. The interactions are fake. And then the indirect interactions is a result of you're not living off the grid. You're getting food and shelter, you're going to bump into a human at some point, unless you're living off a private island. So, what are you going to do? But yeah, I want to live on a private island and just chill somewhere, isolated. So, the humans, just it's just no point. So, private island, chilling somewhere. I can smoke my weed. Just give me my weed. That's it. Give me my za. That's it. All I need is za. I'm married to the damn za, bro. That's my homies. My my homies the za. I'm gonna be real with y'all, cause the za always there. The za don't talk back. The za's just smoke and just chill with yourself. You could listen. I thought I wanted humans in my life. I was dead ass wrong. You gotta make plans. You gotta compromise and all that shit. Like when you by yourself, you can make. I didn't realize. Wait a minute. I can make plans and on my terms. Y'all don't even realize that when you include people, you have to like take their opinion into consideration. You can't leave the plan if you want to. Like let's say like you're going somewhere with another human and let's say like oh the original plan was go to the park and then you decided like you know what I don't want to go to the park. I want to go to I want to go to the beach halfway, but the person you're with is like my feet are tired or like I don't know like why don't we just come to a compromise and stay in the park longer. And like the whole time you want to go to the beach, but you're trying to compromise this shit. And if you notice, a lot of people talk about compromising because communication with another human being is a two-way street. When you start getting comfortable with yourself, I started realizing, wait a minute, I don't want to do no fucking two-way street. If I want to go to the beach, I want to go to the beach. If I want to switch plans, I'm going to switch fucking plans. So I had to question, well, what am I doing around other people? Because I could show up, because sometimes you want to change plans on the fly. And it's very difficult to change plans on the fly when you got other people involved. Let's be real. Come on, we've all been to it where we made plans with a person, and this could be the closest motherfucker to you. And you were like, you know what, I want to switch plans and do this and that. And you got to take their feelings into consideration. But then in the midst of taking their feelings into consideration, you're not being honest. I want to do some other shit. But because of the history, because I want to get what I'm getting out of this person, come on now. People will literally cling to people they hate because they're getting sex out of them, they're getting money out of them, other reasons. The whole time you want to go off and do your dolo and do some other shit. Or you want people to come intermittently. Because that's some people will do that too. They'll be so afraid to be alone. They will keep someone around intermittently. But really, they don't want to be around them, but they don't want to spend time alone. So they'll see if they can get like easy access, right? Come in and out. Situationships. I'm telling you, we've all thought it. When we were hanging out with a pack of friends, a partner, and we were like, you know what? I want to switch your plans and do this. Do you have the courage to say, you know what, let me switch your plans. I want to do this because I said so. Regardless of what the person's response is. Well, I don't want to go to the beach. Well, bitch, then you can stay here. I'm going to the beach. But we're dating. That's cool. Go do what you want. I gotta go to the beach. There's something told me I gotta go to the beach. We'll go to the beach. I'm not gonna come home till 3 p.m. At 3 a.m. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I'm telling you, just switching up plans on the fly. You with a group of friends. There's been so many times where I was just wondering, like, you know what? I want to just get the fuck about here. Why am I staying here to fit in to say I have a friend? Like, I was fitting it to just say I have a friend. That happens a lot too. When you'll hold on to motherfuckers just to say you got a friend. And like the whole time you actually want to chill by. I'm telling you, make plans by yourself. You can switch up the plans anytime you want. You can eat out wherever you want. You control the plans. You control the plans. Like when you sit down with yourself and hang out with yourself, you can realize you have 100% autonomy over how the night goes without anyone else's input. Without anyone else's input, bro. That's actually fun. That's why I said I'm gonna smoke my side and enjoy myself. Smoking out is more fun solo than with other people. For me, at least. I can smoke it when I want. I can take the dirt. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was like, I should have done this shit a long time ago. I could control the plans. I don't want to hear bitch motherfuckers talk about they tired, they feet hurting, and it's like, sit your ass at the house. And I was like, you know, I don't need y'all. I need to hang on myself. You can stay tired at the house. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna block you. Let's just go with that. That's better. Listen, this is why you can't live off of memories, because memories will literally hold you back from enjoying your own time. Memories and limerence will literally hold you back from enjoying your own time just to say, but we had history. But we had history. When really that's the old version of you that wanted company. That no longer works. When you realize I can just enjoy my own company and control the plans. I not do this compromising shit. I don't want to do. Listen, when you involve people in your life, especially if it's a romantic thing, you hear it all the time. I got to make compromises, adjustments, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with considering the other person's feelings, but like, how much considering are you gonna do, bro? Dead ass. Like hang out with yourself. You're gonna realize I don't need to consider shit. I'm telling you, hang out by yourself one time in this motherfucker. You're gonna be like, you know what? It feels good not to consider shit. I'm considering my feelings. The fuck? Try it. I tried it. I said, this is crack. I see why this is dangerous. I see why this isn't promoted. I see why being a hermit solo isn't promoted in the world. That's dangerous. But what about my feelings? Fuck your feelings. I'm rolling with my feelings. You stop fitting in. You stop giving a fuck. Because you realize when you make plans with other people, you got to consider their feelings. Well, you can do that over there. I'm going to consider my shit. Over here, you go do that. I don't have to consider shit. I'm telling y'all. Sometimes you just sit there. You wake up one day. You like, you know what? I don't really have to hang out with this person. I just leave. Like, it's that simple. People don't even people be so insecure. They don't even realize they can literally just get up and leave. And whether it's a relationship, a friendship, especially relationships that long inspired, like motherfuckers don't just want to, anyway, I can just get up and leave. Like, it's so easy. But we make it so hard because we attach false meanings to it. You don't need this person. Stop considering feelings. I said, I'm done considering feelings. The fuck? I want to control the plans. I want to consider myself. Like, what is the advantage to you? We'll gaslight ourselves into thinking that there's an advantage to considering someone else's feelings. When you start hanging out solo, you find out that's full of shit. If I want to go here, I want to go there. I don't want to hear that your feet is tired. Go do that over there. And wait a minute, I can just block you and move on. I'm gonna just go do that. That's a better plan. That's an even better plan. I'm lonely. Man, get the fuck up out of here. When you lonely, you don't have it. You don't know how to invest in your own company. That's it. When you lonely, you don't know how to enjoy your own company. I said, wait a minute. Without company, that's more Zao for me to smoke. Without company, that's a cheaper dinner bill. Without company, I don't have to compromise on shit. And actually, if you look up the definition of compromise, that's settling, in my opinion. Hold on, I want to look up the definition of the word compromise. I ain't compromising on shit, bro. Fuck out of here. And I'm not looking for anyone's attention. Get the fuck off of me. I'm telling you, that's why I say social. To me, socializing, it doesn't work until you know how to socialize in yourself. You know how to be solo in yourself. That's why I say you have the ability to live like a hermit. You just don't want to get rid of the insecure motherfucker that keeps you begging for attention and validation. When you're scared to be alone, that's because you're desperate for attention and validation. And this is when the wrong people stay in the crib, stay in your mind, stay in your heart, because you have convinced yourself, you've lied to you saying, I need another person, I need another person, I need another person. And you don't even know where the fuck that's coming from. Like I said, when you solo, the dinner is cheaper, the dinner date is cheaper. You don't have to hear no complaining, peace and quiet, no soft launching insecurities, mental issues, not having to think this motherfucker may be out trying to off me. Y'all sleep on that. A motherfucker will hang out with you just to murk you, just to unalive you. It happens all the time. It happens all the time for a reason, bro. That's why I said, hell no. You don't know this person could be fucking, they claim you're your friend and they plotting to kill you. It happens, bro. It happens. That shit almost happened to me. Motherfucker trying to plot to kill me. That's why I said, hell no, never again. I was naive. A lot of us be thinking we can't get caught lacking out here. That's just not true. That's just not true. A lot of us be thinking we can't get caught lacking. I learned. You gonna learn today? Bitch, you better love yourself. You may be caught lacking. I'm telling you, ops come in many forms. Ops come in many forms. Ops come in many forms. That's why I said, fuck no, I'm gonna love myself. I'm gonna hang out with myself. I don't have to think, man, this person may be out to off me. That's the problem with trusting humans. They come in with their own bullshit intentions, and you taking a gamble. I said, fuck taking that gamble. I'm taking a gamble on myself. I'm telling you, every time you invite someone into your life, you is taking a gamble. It is always a gamble. That's why you heartbroken, disappointed in these streets, because you didn't want to admit that's what you signed up for. Understand something. When you choose to roll in the mattress with someone else, you are taking a gamble that they may destroy your feelings. They may destroy your life. That's the risk you're taking. So when that heartbreak comes, don't bitch about it. That's what you did. You bought that upon yourself. No one told you to go on the date. No one told you to roll in the mattress. No one told you to do that shit. Your energy was telling you to sit in the house. You didn't want to sit your stupid ass in the house. But I want to be loved. Okay, then take the risk from above. Motherfuckers want this love shit from another person, but they don't want to take the consequences that comes with searching for that. Because remember, you're searching for love from another person. You're seeking validation from another person. That's the easiest way to destroy yourself. And we see it every day. Every day you see it. Motherfuckers destroying themselves for another person. And it's promoted in the culture. How could you get a lover? How could you get a husband? How could you get a wife? How could you get like, bitch, how do you get yourself? How do you get yourself? How do you get yourself? Your ex is simply an old version of you in human form. You come in many forms. So you wondering why life keeps giving you shitty characters? You need to look at yourself. You're the one choosing to invite these motherfuckers. Stop inviting them. Block them. Move on. Stop inviting them. Stop inviting the peanut gallery. Every time see, there's a spiritual nature to this. Every time you choose to invite someone into your life, you are taking a gamble. Is it worth it? Bitch, you ain't bringing me no money. I'm not inviting you to shit. That's my advice. You ain't bringing no money. Bitch, I ain't inviting you to shit. I said it. My pockets. Oh. Because on an energetic level, you are all the company you need. Once you come to that realization, you move on purpose. Once you realize you are all you need, you start moving on purpose. You start looking at these human interactions. What's the purpose of this interaction? Because I love myself. I'm all the love I need. I figured that out. That's the greatest superpower you could have on earth. How is someone going to use my own feelings against me? How? How are they going to do it? How? Impossible. No matter how much shit they say about me. How are they gonna use my feelings against me? The only way your feelings can be used against you is when you choose to use people against yourself. You brought this person into your life. I ain't falling for that trick again. Fuck that shit. Don't fall for it. Compromise is a way to settle a fight or an argument where both sides change their demands or give up a little to reach a middle ground and agree. You hear this shit all the time. Oh, well, marriage is about compromise. When it comes to people, you gotta compromise. No. Compromise is a way to settle a fight or an argument where both sides change their demands or give up a little bit to reach a middle ground and agree. That's what you choose to sign up for when you want to not feel lonely around groups of people. You gotta settle. Compromise. Bitch, I ain't settling on shit. You gotta ask yourself, why do I want to keep people in my circle when I'm settling and compromising? It's so easy to get lost in the, but I want friends, but I want, bro, you can chill by yourself at the crib, get some Zen, chill. Take a walk around the house and chill. It's not that difficult. I promise you'll be okay. Smoke a Zen. Smoke some Zen and chill. That's why your ass ain't manifesting. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone at the crib. Well, bamboo. Crying for love from crying for love that they never got. I don't want to be alone. Well, bamboo. With the boo. Fun fact, disclaimer. When you're uncomfortable being alone, that's when assholes, demons come into your life to destroy you because you didn't learn your lesson. When you are not comfortable alone, you will invite anyone into your life. And that's when demons come in, monitor spirits come in, assholes, pieces of shit, shady people come in. Shady people can only come in to destroy you when you choose to let them in. And they come when you're at your low point. When you're at a low point, that's when people come in. The only way you can get fucked over by another human is if you allow them to come in. Because remember, these pieces of shits come in because you let the gates go low. When you have low self-esteem, you ain't protecting shit. You're saying, fuck it. Anyone can come in. That's the truth. That's the danger. It's the truth. The spirits see it. I feel low with a low. So you choose anyone to fill the void. And you believe it's going to somehow profit in the end. It's a falsehood. We've told ourselves this lie all the time. That's why when people go, well, choose carefully. Bitch, you're not supposed to be choosing humans. You're supposed to choose yourself. The reason why you're choosing carefully is because you know damn well you're taking a risk that you don't need to take. The reason why you got your guard up and all this shit is because you're taking risks with people that you don't need to take. I don't have to worry about people fucking me over because I'm not taking that stupid ass gamble. That stupid ass gamble. Yeah, again, you could choose to take the gamble, but is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Come on now. Nothing more lonely than taking a gamble on a person just to find out you're still at the same spot you were when you were single. Lonely. That's how you end up lonely with the wrong person. Lonely in a relationship because you were desperate. You wasn't prepared to stick this out alone. The wrong person showed up because you weren't right for yourself. The wrong person showed up because you weren't right for yourself. You're the right person. You have to move from that point in every direction. I'm the right person, period. I'm the right person, period. That's how you're supposed to move. Uncompromising. Because when you compromise, that's it. You destroy yourself. That's where wasting time happens. That's where regret happens. That's where heartbreak happens. Because you didn't put yourself first. You didn't move from that point. If this person isn't expanding the relationship with myself, stop going there. If they're not bringing me money, stop going there. If they're not expanding who you are with yourself, and the bitch ain't bringing me no money, you better make like a pit name slip back and get him the fuck up out of here. The fuck? They ain't bringing me no money. What are they doing there? Purpose. That's why you broke. You interacting with motherfuckers for free. Getting heartbroken for free. For free. For free. Like, that's the worst finesse you can put on yourself. You're socializing for free. Choosing to take gambles on people for free. They're not even bringing no contracts. They're not paying no bill. Not taking you to Barbados. None of this shit. I don't want to be alone. Bitch, no. It's going to cost you. Because it's going to cost anyway. Every time you invite someone, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you anyway. You might as well make bread off it. You guys get it heartbroken for free. Because I don't want to pay. Oh, no. Wait, wait. I'm like, how dumb are you? That's why I said, nah. Social interaction, bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money. Why the fuck you socializing for free? That don't make no sense. You're not enhancing my life. The whole purpose of doing shit is to enhance your life and everything you do. In people, places, and things. It's supposed to enhance your life. This ain't enhancing my life. What are you doing? Why are you doing this shit? And no income. You just on struggle flow. Ride or die for free. Get the fuck about it. Build a bitch for free. Stop building up these people. Stop building up bitches. Stop building up men. Stop. That's not your job. That's why they drop you once they built up. That's not your job. That's like telling you you're a fool. You're a fool. Oh, build a bitch. Like you so that's what people struggling. I want to ride or die. That's what people struggling. You thought about that shit because you were broke with yourself. That's why you did that. I sought that ride or die shit because I was broke with myself. I was broke with myself. People seek ride or dies because they haven't really ride or died for themselves. Period. That ride or die shit is some bullshit. It is some bullshit. Another toxic trait of the culture. Fuck that shit. I'm my own ride or die. Once you come to that realization, no one can do you dirty. No one can do you dirty. And this isn't a self-protection, how my insecurity shit. No, it's a self-preservation. You gotta preserve yourself first. Imagine someone put a gun to your head, right? Imagine someone put a gun to your head. And they told your friend, the options is shoot yourself or shoot you. Who do you think they're gonna choose? Imagine someone put a gun to you and your friend's head and they tell your friend, you either shoot yourself or you shoot you. Who do you think they're gonna choose? They're gonna shoot you first. Duh, self-preservation. Self-preservation. I'm telling you, the life or death situations will show you who your friends are every time. Anyone could sit there when you're comfortable. Anyone could be there. They're using your ass. How about when shit get real? You're gonna find out real quick. Everyone's gonna preserve for themselves. Period. And why shouldn't they? You're the only one experiencing yourself. Preserve yourself. Love yourself. You don't need a ride or die. You're the ride or die. Ride or die is for people who glorify struggle, for people that are broke, and people that are broken with themselves. That's just what it is. You're not. That's just what it is. So, yeah, your ex is the old version of yourself in the form of another human body. Anything you claim in your life, you're saying that's you. You're saying that's you. So if you don't like your life, you don't like yourself. You don't like yourself, then you need to change some shit. What are you identifying with? Stop identifying with other people. Life or death happens, they're going to choose themselves, not you. Every time. Your partner, best friend, anybody. Life or death comes, they're going to choose themselves, not you, stupid. They're going to choose themselves over you every single time, and you would do the same. Someone puts a gun to your head, shoot yourself or shoot your friend. You're going to shoot your friend. The fuck? You're not going to kill yourself or your friend. You're real. Even if you said they were my best friend, you're not going to kill yourself or another human. That's some romantic shit you saw on TV. It's some romantic. No one is going to kill themselves for you. That's a lie you tell yourself. That's why you kill yourself for another person, because you believe someone is going to reciprocate that suicidal pact. Someone's going to reciprocate that demonic pact. That's a demonic pact. When you say you're willing to die for someone else, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. And then you get gaslighted into thinking that's selfish. No, that's foolish. No one will ever die for you. Get the fuck up out of here. You can barely get your parents to think that way. What makes you think a lover's gonna think that way? There's people right now that really believe that their partner is gonna be willing to die for them. It's some life or death shit. No, that's not gonna happen. There's people right now that think there's someone out there in the world that's gonna die for them. No, that's not gonna happen. You watch too many Disney rom-coms, bro. So I'm gonna die for myself. Self-perseverance. I'm gonna die for myself. I'm not dying for no one. That's just not happening. The world don't give a fuck about me. That's just reality. The ego depends on you not accepting that. The ego depends on you not accepting that no one will ever be your ride or die. That's why you're feeling alone, begging, begging, and begging. Validation, wasting your 20s, begging, 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 begging. Most humans haven't accepted that no one gives a fuck about you, not even your parents. I'm gonna just keep it real, y'all. At the end of the day, uh, when you about to die, no one's gonna be there for you but you. So real shit happens to you. No one's gonna be there for you. Again, you try struggling, you almost about to get evicted. How many people gonna be there for you? How many? Let's get real. You almost about to get evicted in this motherfucker. Shit getting real. Because anyone can sit there when you have money and shit that you could dole out to friends. Anyone could be there when you have a comfortable situation going on. That's easy. That's light work. That happens all the time. What about in the trenches? That's all I'm saying. What about in the trenches? I'm not saying stay in the trenches, but don't get your head confused. Don't get your head souped up. The people smiling in your face when you're comfortable and all that shit. Don't get your head souped up thinking, oh, this person will rap it down. Like, get the fuck out of here. Unrealistic expectations of a mentee. Unrealistic expectations of a mentee. So yeah, that it just I'm not doing all that shit. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I low key get it. I'm keeping it trizzle, bro. I'm keeping it trizzle. What's up, YouTube? What's up? I'm keeping it trizzle. That's the secret to living your best life. Facing some harsh realities. No one is gonna ride or die for you. It don't matter how long y'all been together. It's not. It's never gonna happen. This is a fantasy that you sold to yourself because it sounded good in the movies. It sounded good in the cartoons. Reality, it don't work that way. Motherfuckers be watching too much TV. That's why people have unrealistic expectations of other people. People have unrealistic expectations from the people around them because they watch too many fantasies and cartoons. Oh, you're gonna die for me, and you'll be so romantic, and you will be my sun and moon, and you will be. That's bullshit. That is such bullshit. No one ever is gonna be your sun and moon. Stories that we tell ourselves. I'm telling you, the stories we tell ourselves. We don't even know why we tell ourselves these stories. Okay, humans tell some funny stories to make it through the day. Humans tell themselves some funny stories to make it through the day. I'm telling you. The only way you can make it through a life, you know what, is by telling yourself back to back stories. You got to drink in this motherfucker. You got to smoke za. You have to have sex 3 times a day to make it through. Because when you're living a life you don't want, you need drugs, you need alcohol, you need distractions. You need distractions, and they come in many forms. You need distractions. When you're living a life you don't want, you need distractions. Otherwise, the pain is going to become too intense. When you stay on an earth loop, that's because you have enough distractions to balance out the resentment. You got enough. Let me see. So yeah, you got enough distraction to balance out the bad vibes. Humans tell themselves some funny stories. That's the key. The key to staying in bad situations is distractions, and telling yourself lies. Until you stop accepting the lies about what's going on, you will continue fucking yourself over. Because the only thing that keeps people in bad situations is by choosing the lie that keeps them comfortable there. Because remember, being comfortable in a shitty situation is simply lying to yourself until you say, okay, I can get through this now. You should be getting through shit, bro. That should be happening. You have to tell yourself stories to normalize stress. That's the only way it can stay. People stay at JOBs, shitty relationships, because they don't have the strength to confront the story they told themselves. You have to tell your story. There's no choice. Because once you accept that the story's fake, that's when your system goes, this is too much, I can't do it. That's the point of no return when you finally decide to say, I'm gonna drop my parents, I'm gonna drop this stupid job, I'm gonna leave this relationship, when the lie no longer works. When the story you told yourself no longer works, that's when change happens. When the story you told yourself no longer works, that's when change happens. You're staying in this situation because you still are telling yourself this false story. That's how humans work. They tell themselves lies to make it through the day, fake stories to make it through the day. Well, when I get this next paycheck, I'll get drunk and deal with it. Well, I just found this new baddie. We'll meet up at the telly on the weekend. Well, my wife isn't looking. I can just leave, but this just I don't want to leave because then I gotta change to some shit. So I'm gonna do this and that, and that'll help me make it through the day. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and that. It'll help me make it through the day. I'll lie, do this. Because remember, when you lie to yourself, you don't lie to anybody. You lie to yourself, you don't give a fuck about lying to someone that has wasted their time on you. When you're lying to yourself, you're not going to give a fuck about someone that's wasting their time being with your stupid ass. That's why that's why when people go, oh, they're narcissistic, why do people lie? Bitch, they lie to themselves. That's where the first lie started, lying to yourself. All lies start first by you lying to yourself. That's where the first lie started. You lie to yourself, you lie to anybody, regardless of what they've invested in you. The first lie starts with thyself. That's why our relationships, friendships are a waste of time. Motherfucker, you lying to yourself. Why should I put my life in jeopardy for yours? That's the chance most people take. You taking a chance of someone that's lying to themselves. And then they lie to your ass. And then you both lying. And then next thing you know, 10, 20 years go by. You're like, man, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have made kids. I probably should have dropped this person a long time ago. That's why motherfuckers also don't want to leave long-term relationships. They've invested so much to sit back and say, I was a damn fool for agreeing to this bullshit. I was a damn fool. That's painful because you can't get those years back. You can't get those years back. You can't get those years back. And in most cases, you knew you didn't love that person. You showed up. Okay, you chose to stay with this person because you believed you needed someone else. You chose to stay because of this, that, and now you've invested so much time just to find out life telling you, hi, bitch, you lied. You wasted time. You wasted time. And you don't want to confront that. You don't want to come. That's where sexless marriages come from. That's where we're roommates now come, because it was unveiled that you wasted your time. And instead of just saying, fuck it, cutting my losses and calling myself an idiot for agreeing to this shit, you double down and say, well, no, I'm going to waste more time because I don't want to deal with the pain of wasting my time. Because remember, you drop a person after you've invested in them, you got nothing out of it. And you're older now. That you chose to take that gamble. You chose to take that gamble. Is that a gamble you want to take? Remember, it don't work out. You have to cut your losses and accept that you wasted time in this bullshit. That's why I said don't go do solo. That's why I said go do solo. Go do solo. Again, when you choose to involve yourself in other people's business, you are taking a chance. And if it don't work out, which in most cases it doesn't, you waste it. Are you gonna leave? Will you suck it up, Buttercup? Will you suck in that ego and say, fuck it? I knew what I was doing. I took a gamble on this person. Bad move. Bad move. Because you don't know what's gonna happen. Your feelings will change. This person's going to change. You're taking a risk on someone that's going to change, that's not going to be the same person they were 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. Because this is what people don't understand about life. Life constantly changes. People will literally avoid their own change in order to stay the same person that kept you in this relationship. People will literally stifle their own growth to stay in a relationship because then they have to admit that they wasted time, effort, investments, money on this person. Time always changes, things change. People don't want to accept change. So when you make these silly agreements for a ride or die, you have to take into account you're not going to be the same person 5 years from now. This person is not going to be the same person you fell in love with. Are you sure you want to stay? What if your feelings change? What if you don't like the new version of this person? Because this person is not going to be the same person. Motherfuckers don't acknowledge that. They be just going for the dick and pussy and ruin their own lives. Most people don't acknowledge that. They go, dick and pussy, they'll stay the same. No. The person you choose to join with, they will not be the same person you joined with initially. They won't. It's impossible. They're going to be 5 years older, 10 years older. A lot of shit happens. A lot of shit can happen in 1 year. Imagine 5 years, 10 years. Do you want to take that gamble? Do you want to take that gamble on another person? And you're not going to be the same person either that fell in love. The same person that told that version of you that told you I'm in love with this person, you're not going to be that person 5 years from now. You're not going to be that person 10 years from now. That's why your feelings change, because you changed. That's where people grow apart, because you changed and they changed. The same two people that agreed to this pact are not the same two people breaking up. The same two people that agree to a relationship are not the same people when they break up. Life. You have to respect life. How are you going to make stupid ass promises to people and you ain't made a promise to life? You ain't made a promise to life. Motherfuckers don't include life in their plans. That's why you got fucked over. That's why unrealistic expectations disappointed you, because you didn't take into consideration, I'm not going to be the same person. Do I want to agree to this? Most people don't think about it. They think with dick and pussy and make horrible promises, horrible decisions. Stop thinking with that damn tool. Stop thinking with that damn tool. You are not your vajayjay. You are not your peen. Stop making life or death choices with your peen. Oh, it's the greatest connection and chemistry ever felt. It made me feel so. Dummy, that's the nut. You had a good nut. You had a good nut. Come on now. How can you make rational decisions when you're constantly getting dopamine spikes from that activity? Come on, let's get real. Can we get real? How can you make rational life or death decisions, and you're constantly spiking up the dopamine with this person's penis? Like how? You can't. That's a dumb. And most people go with the dopamine. They let the dopamine decide. Oh, let's move in with this person. We got chemistry. Oh, let's do this. I'll trust this person with everything. And meanwhile, it's just the dopamine spikes. It's just the dopamine spikes. That's not the spark. That's the fleeting feeling of rolling in the mattress. Come on now. You didn't want to get to know this person, their character. You said they're physically attractive. Let me see if I can work some shit off that. Y'all don't want to get real with that. The roses don't fit the aesthetic. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So, It feels good. Yeah, desperation is the easiest way to annihilation. I ain't doing that shit. I'm gonna do a tarot reading. It all goes together. It all goes together. Let go of the tether. It makes no sense to stay in the stormy weather. It makes no sense. Let it go. Live your best life. Live your best life! When you go to sleep at night, no one's holding your hand. When you go to sleep at night, man, ain't no one holding your hand in this motherfucker. Even as a content creator, where your content depends on those numbers, those likes and comments and shares, etc., you have to remind yourself, no, people can like your content, does not mean they're gonna ride or die for you. Does not mean they're gonna decide your value. It's very easy. That's why social interactions, bro, they're very tricky. Because how do you not want validation from someone else? You're interacting with them, you're talking with them. You think they're physically attractive. That's why it's important to know who you are before you come out in this world. Know who you are because you can get lost up real quick in the hype. Real quick in the hype. It's so easy to seek some shit from someone else because they're living, breathing, and talking. And you add some sex to it, it's a done deal. A done deal. That's why you have to have a sense of self esteem, self worth. It's very easy to get caught in these traps. Oh, I want to try this. Oh, I want to try that. With me, boo. Oh my gosh, what to do? You could be thinking you trying something angelic the whole time. It's a damn serpent with 10-foot fangs and roaches ready to seep into your soul and destroy you. It's the truth. I tried destroying myself for someone else. I tried destroying myself for someone else. It happens all the time. I watched my mama do it, and I repeated the same shit. I told myself I would never do that, and I ended up doing it. Anyway, isn't it funny? We can look at our mama and be like, I will never destroy myself for someone else. 5 years later, why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? Why don't you kiss me? Why? And you told yourself 10 years ago that you wasn't going to be desperate like your mama. You told yourself. I told myself so many times, I'm not going to be desperate like my mom. I promise. And sure enough, I followed suit and said, why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? Wait a minute. What a minute. Spirits. Chinfara tinkara sinkiri tinkara. Timbaba dingara. I am praying to the higher realms for tarot wisdom. Um, I need some wisdom right now. I need some magic right now. I need some juju right now. I'm praying to manifest, make these bands, stunt on these hoes. I'm praying that I'm the monopoly man, that I'm gonna flex and I'll be abundant and stunt on these hoes. I affirm that in the ether. I affirm that in the ether. Go make these bands, stunt on these hoes, and live my best life. I affirm that in the ether. Simfaro Tinkara, Shinkiri Chinkara, Pimpara Sikara, Tumpiri Simbara! Chingwaba Lembara. Segment justice. I'm going to do right by myself. Are you seeking justice? Do you want justice? Do you want to live your best life and flex on these bitches? You better do yourself right and get yourself out the trenches. You bringing sexy back, no one else. You gonna flex, no one else. Stop letting these haters flex on you. You need to be flexing on them, bitch. Segment justice. Sasat, wisdom. Wisdom. Never be around a group that can't do for themselves. Never be around a group that cannot do for themselves. Stop wanting to be part of the group. You're not getting fun nuts in the mattress. Why do you want to be part of the group? Bitch, been have my money. The group ain't bringing you no money. So what the fuck is the group doing there? Get that demon off the table. Shashat, wisdom. Konsu, hermitage. Path. What is your path in life? Are you walking the life that you want? Are you getting the money that you want? Are you getting the success you want? Can you travel to Barbados right now and get your Riri on? Can you travel to Japan right now and watch anime? Can you spend a couple bands for yourself right now? Not for friends, not for a partner, not for spouse, not for pimping, but for yourself. Can you do that? If I told you, yo, we going out right now to fucking Antarctica, can you do that? Can you charter a flight to Antarctica? Can we do that? If you can't leave your local town right now, you can't leave your city right now, something's wrong. Something's wrong. You should be able to say, I'm leaving my city right now. I'm going to go on vacation right now because I felt like it, bitch. Because I felt like it. Satet. Fruit. What fruit are you bearing this season? Because the seasons are changing constantly. Are you bearing fruit? Is this a season of abundance? This could be a season of change, a season of forgiveness, a season of oneness. What is going on? The seasons are constantly changing. Are you bearing the fruit you want? What you want? What you want? Are you bearing the fruit that you want? No one's going to ride for you like you ride for yourself. Are you bearing the fruit that you want? Isis, faith and wisdom. To bear fruit, you need to be wise. To bear fruit requires skill. To bear fruit requires knowledge of knowing what you're farming. You're constantly farming all the time. You could be aura farming, you could be actual farming, or you could be human trafficking farming. It happens. What are you farming? What are you farming? Whatever you farm, that's what you're going to sow. So you better sow some crops. Some people are sowing lice, roaches, rats. Some people can't sow shit. Some people, they only getting shit. Look at what you're reaping. What you put out there. What did you put out there? Isis, faith and wisdom. What are you having faith in? Whatever you have faith in, that's what you're going to walk. What do you believe in? Do you believe you can do it? Do you believe you're your own right or die? Do you believe that you can push forward regardless of what anyone says or does, or with the circumstance that starts circumstancing in the bird band? When the circumstance starts circumstancing, are you going to fold to the circumstance? Are you going to say, hell no, I'm doing myself a favor? What are you doing? Horus, stability and equilibrium. Equilibrium always existed. Everything always must come in balance. When it comes to the cosmos, everything must be in balance. When you are not whole with yourself, you will always feel an imbalance. Your pH will be off, your vibe will be off, your life will be off. You could have money, your pH is still off. You could have money, your pH is still off. Are you balanced? Do you need to be a crack fiend to make it through the day? Do you gotta watch Cornhub to make it through the day? Do you gotta jerk the chicken to make it through the day? Hocus pocus, the sky's blue. You better figure it out, or life is coming for you. Hocus pocus, the sky's blue. You better figure it out, or life is coming for you. Again, we all have to face the result of what we created. Do you like the result? If you ain't like the result, get the fuck out. GTFO. You don't like the result, get the fuck out. Look at the result. That's what you sowed. You don't like the result, change what you're putting in. Life is like playing Grand Theft Auto. Whatever you do with the cheat codes, that's on you. Whatever missions you choose to do, that's on you. What mission are you on? Are you on your own mission, or you on some bullshit missions that don't progress the story at all? You can live a whole lifetime doing bullshit missions that led you nowhere. That's why relationships is a mess. Families is a mess, because you don't know when to say it's expired with this person. I'm done investing. You knew. Come on, you knew the red flags. You knew this shit ain't long term. You knew this wasn't gonna fulfill you. You knew that, but you went anyway because you're desperate. You went anyway because you're desperate. I invested in shit knowing that well it wasn't gonna lead me anywhere, and I still chose anyway because I'm desperate for love. Desperate. That's how situations happen. That's why you can't get to the bag. You don't love yourself enough to get to the bag. How are you supposed to get to the bag? You desperate for love out here. How are you supposed to get to the bag and you're desperate for love? Like, make that make sense. You are desperate for love in these streets. And you're shocked the streets is being a street, leaving you right at the curb. We're leaving you right at the curb. This can be 5 years together, 10 years together. They still dropped you off right at the curb. That's what you get for looking for yourself on the streets. And also, when you meet someone, they already come with their roster. Everyone comes with their roster. Everyone comes with a fucking roster. Stop lying to yourself. You showed up in this bitch with a roster. You showed up in this trick with a roster. You don't think they didn't show up with a roster as well? Come on. Everyone shows up with a damn history. Everyone's a fucking thought. Everyone's having each other's sloppy seconds. Unless you're a version of this motherfucker, you're someone's sloppy seconds. That person had a history. You coming in with a history. Is that what you want to base your life on? Especially if you ain't got no bands. You ain't got no bands, no money in this motherfucker, then you need to stay at the house. Because listen, when you handle your business first, loving yourself, if some shit goes down, you can say, fuck it, I'm going on a trip to Barbados right now. Rihanna! I'm going to meet Rihanna one day. Watch, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to meet Riri one day. Shit. I know she into magic. She might fuck around and want a tarot reading from your boy. You never know. You're supposed to be getting your Riri on in Barbados. My heart's broken. I'm going to do a vacation. You should have that ability to do that right now. When you don't have that ability, then you can't take the same gambles. When you don't have that ability, you shouldn't be taking those gambles. You can't. My heart broken. Let me book a vacation. You should be able to say that. Now, my heart broken. Oh, fuck, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Damn. How are you supposed to process shit? You gotta get up for your fucking you gotta get up for your shift at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. How are you supposed to process anything? You wake up, oh man, I'm struggling. My heart hurts. And I gotta work on this. Oh, that's why you ain't got no stability. You need to process shit. When you go through pain, you have to process shit. The pain don't wait for your shift to end. The pain, that's not how your nervous system works. Pain does not wait for your shift to end. Okay? That's why I said I can't do a JOB. My nervous system needs to process some shit. And I'll be damned if I'm away from paid time off to process some shit. That's why you be going back to your exes, having limerence, because you're not giving your nervous system a chance to process what the fuck you put yourself through. When you leave something, whatever situation it is, especially if it was something long term, your nervous system needs to process that. When you don't give your nervous system the time to process this, you end up going back to the person, having limerence, memories, because you didn't understand why things went the way they do. That requires processing. You don't process it, you may fuck around and go back and not even know why you went back. Deadass. That's how people. That's how people stay in situations and shit. As I said, you need it. You go through some heartbreak, man. I need a vacation to Barbados real quick so I can process what the fuck happened. You go on a vacation, you gonna process some shit. You go on vacation. I need to go to Japan. I gotta process some shit. I just got devastated from whoever. My bestie did me dirty. Oh, my mom died. I need to take 5 months off. Motherfuckers, their mom died. Sometimes the JOB won't even let them go to the damn funeral. Like, damn, I can't go to the funeral. My mom died. Well, you still coming to work, right? Bro, my mom died. I need to take some time off. You still coming to work tomorrow, though, right? They don't give a shit that your mom died. Your boss don't give a shit that your mom died. See, the motherfuckers don't take that into consideration. What if your parents died? And if your job tell you ain't going to no funeral, or your job tell you better show up to your shift after the funeral, will you still go back after that? You catch cancer in this motherfucker. Will you still show up? No one gives a fuck about your situation. Your mama died. No one's gonna give a fuck about that. That's why you gotta be balanced. Horus, the eye stability. You gotta be balanced in your shit. You need to give yourself space to process some shit. My nervous system works differently. Now that I got off the job, I need to give myself time to process shit. I don't process, I'm gonna go crazy. I don't process, I'm going crazy in this motherfucker. Sobek, the eye of union and power. Where do you seek power from? Where is your power? What do you think is your power? Is it in money? Is it in the access you've given yourself? Is it in someone else? Your power may be resting in someone else and you don't know it. Where does your power rest? Your power is somewhere. You're looking for power in something. What are you putting your life on for? What are you putting it on for? Kinu, resource. Wherever you claim as your resource, that's the engine behind why you do the things you do. What are you using as your resource? You could be using toxicity as your resource. You could be using a shitty relationship as the engine to make it through the next day. Some people need drama to make it through their day. You may need SEX rolling in the mattress 10 times a day to make it through the day. What are you using as your source? Some people need to watch Pornhub to make it through the day. I had to watch Pornhub when I was working. I needed to watch Pornhub to make it through my shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to watch Pornhub, eat 2 Philly cheesesteak sandwiches and a smoothie to make it through my shift. That's how much I hated my job. I had to watch Pornhub, eat 1 to 2 Philly cheesesteak sandwiches and a smoothie to make it through. Because I said, bitch, I need to splurge on myself because I can't do this shit. This shit is whack as hell. This shit is whack as I need some food. This ain't it. I had to fucking smoke before my shift too. I was just like, I can't do this. Like, how did my parents? I said I can't do it. I was like, how did my parents do this? Like, how did they do it? 40. Listen, my parents did this. I've been doing this shit for like 30 plus years. I barely lasted 2 months at a job. 2 months. That's how long I lasted. 2 months, and I said I can't do it. I was used to doing gig work. Gig work, I took off whenever I wanted. And I started my gig shift whenever I wanted because I was door dashing. I was doing messenger work. I was door dashing. That's what I did. Before I got like a job where you have to do 40 hours, show up to an actual job site. I wasn't used to showing up to a traditional job. Before, I was doing gig work where I could take off when I want to, start when I want to. I was accustomed to that. When I tried getting like an actual job, I said, fuck no, 2 months, I was out. 2 months, I couldn't do it. Bro, I had to watch all of Naruto Shippuden to make it through the day. I had to watch all of Naruto Shippuden to make it through that. I couldn't do it. I don't know. Listen, I don't know how people do it. I couldn't do it. I needed Naruto, 2 Philly cheesesteaks, smoothies, za in the morning. I needed a lot of shit to make it through that job shit. I said, I can't do it. It's just not worth it. I can't do it. I can't do it. You got to know what can you do? What is your resource? The paycheck isn't enough for me. You got to pay me $1 million to catch you on the job site. You need to be paying me $1 million. I said it. $1 million. You can't get a job site. That's because my price was $1 million. You need to demand $1 million. You don't love yourself. You don't love yourself. If everyone demanded $1 million from these jobs, the wages would go up. But because y'all settling, the wages don't go up. Everyone is settling. Gather a club of people, say $1 million. I ain't showing up if it ain't $1 million. Period. I know that sounds crazy. Like, well, what you mean, bro? You should be getting $1 million to flip a burger, bitch. Yes, you should. What? I said it. If you flip burgers, you deserve $1 million. I said it. $1 million. Everyone should get $1 million. But what about inflation? Bitch, I don't give a fuck. $1 million. Inflation's made up. Like, get the fuck up out of here. Man, inflation's made up. Like, that's just people being greedy and saying, fuck it, I can up the price. Literally, that's it. It's just people upping the price. Like, oh, let me just up the price. I can up it again. I just bought guava today. It was $2. This motherfucker said inflation, $2.50. I said I only had $2, and he said, all right, just give me the $2. I was like, you greedy motherfucker. Like, get that fuck up out of here. That's happened to me a few times. Because I be seeing these motherfuckers raising the price. I was like, it was $2. I got $2. All right, bro. I'll take the $2. I was like, yeah, get the fuck up out of here. You gonna tell me it's $2.50. The guava was $2.50. Yesterday was $2. I handed you $2. You took the $2. Like, this is why you're getting played in your face. Some of these people, a lot of these people just be charging just to say, fuck it, I can charge it. Everyone else charging $3. It was $2 yesterday. I'm telling you. I've had several moments where I was like, nah, bro, it was $2. All right, I'll take the $2. Like, yeah, bitch, get the fuck up out of here with your greedy ass. You increasing the prices because everyone increasing the price. The fuck? That's why I say $1 million. Get the fuck up out of here. $1 million. I said what I said. I said what I said. Backbone. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. You also have to remember, yesterday's price is not going to be today's price. Why the fuck are you still keeping yesterday's price on your tab? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? The seller, yesterday's price isn't going to be today's price, but you haven't raised your price. I'm going to raise my price. $1 million, bitch. I got inflation going on. I need some extra money. Nifrative. Completeness. When you're complete within yourself, you will not settle for fucking pennies. Bitch, it is 2026, not 1926. I'm not settling for fucking Abraham Lincolns. It's not happening. I'm not settling for Abraham Lincolns, and I'm not settling for George Washington's. Stop this, bitch. It is not 1926. It is 2026. Okay? Nifrative. Completeness. When you complete, you're going to say, bitch, I'm not dealing with no. I don't look at Abraham Lincoln's. I don't look at Abraham Lincoln's. I don't look at George Washington's. That's not happening. Not happening. Benjamin's. Period. That's what I demand. That's what I require, because, bitch, that's how much it costs. Comfortable. Comfortable. I'm about living comfortable. You need to be about living comfortable. Comfortable. Not struggle shit, barely making it shit. No. To keep the lights on, no. Comfort. If it ain't comfortable, we're going to have some problems. Nefertim, completeness. Nefidi, exceeding. When you exceed your limitations, you find out that you're actually more resilient than you thought you were. When you exceed your limitations, you actually find out, wait a minute, I don't have to do this. Not going to do that again. Anytime you got to force yourself to do some shit, it's because you don't have the courage to admit, I don't got to do that shit. Literally, you can just be like, I don't got to do this shit. But what about society? No, not gonna, no. But what about come on, that is demonic entities trying to get you to settle. Anytime you're thinking about settling, that's a negative energy. Shoot that shit away. Get settling out of your vocabulary. It's disgusting. Settling, compromising, no. Ain't nothing cool about settling, compromising. You have to watch your vocabulary. Watch your vocabulary, because the vocabulary you use sets the tone for what happens in your life. Another reason why manifestation is so important. You need to change your vocabulary for the reality you want. I can't, I can't afford, um, I need someone else. Get that shit the fuck up out of your vocabulary. We're not doing that. Because part of manifestation is changing. Part of manifestation is becoming what you say you want. You want abundance? Stop talking lack. I can't. No. No. That's broke. That's the broke mindset that kept you there in the first place. Mammoths, cause and effect. Mammoths, cause and effect. You think abundance, you get abundance. You think lack, you get lack. Whatever you put above, you get back. Hocus pocus, the sky's blue. What are you sending out to you? How chew? You could be thinking you're sending turtle doves, and the whole time you're getting shitted off from above. What are you sending to yourself? Whatever you send out here, whatever you vibrate, send out, that's what you're getting back. Your prayers are always getting answered. Don't get this shit confused. Your prayers are always getting answered. They're gonna get answered. You may be sending out the wrong prayers. You may be sending out the wrong ass prayers. It is very easy to send out the wrong prayers when you're lying to yourself about the story you're telling yourself. See, the reason why you're not getting what you want is because you're telling yourself a story so it can hide what you're actually praying for. What you're actually praying for requires awareness. I thought I was when I like for me, for example, when I was going on dates looking for a relationship, I thought I was praying for love. No, I wasn't. That's a story I told myself. I was praying for insecurity, validation, desperation. But when you're telling yourself a false story, it sounds good. Oh, but I'm looking for love. I'm looking for a partner to complete me. No, I was already born complete. I've lied to myself and said I'm incomplete. When you're looking for someone to complete you, you have to lie to yourself and say I'm incomplete on my own. When you have to tell yourself that you need someone to complete you, you're telling yourself that you're incomplete and that I'm waiting on someone to come in human form to fill the void in my heart. Whenever you feel incomplete, that means there's a void. You are the cause and effect. When you feel insecure, you are going to get insecure consequences. It's that simple. You're the cause and effect in your life. You're the common denominator. Your ego tells you, no, man. So you can continue fucking up your life and not getting to why. The ego has to convince you, you're fine. There's no problem. You're not the problem. Okay, you have fun with that. I'm not the problem. Look at the result. Whenever you believe you're not the problem, look at the results of your life. Is you living your best life? If you're not living the best life, that's your problem. That's your problem. Code red, code red. I'm not living my best life. Code red. All hands on deck, emergency. I'm not living my best life. I'm not living my best life. Wait, boo. Spirits. Spirits. Sinfara tinkara. Sinfiri tinkara. Sukara tempara. How do I live my best life? Sinfara tunkara. Tinfiri tinkara. I must look at myself. What am I sending out into the ether? Tinfara tinkara. Am I the problem if I want a cat boy? No, you're not. Is it helping you live your best life? It becomes a problem when you're not living your best life. No one can tell you how to live your best life. That's how you know. If you listen, that is you want to identify a problem. Are you living your best life? If not, then you got a problem. Tirfara tenkiri sinkara sindiri. Work with yourself. You got to work with yourself. You got to be willing to collab with yourself. Are you collabing with yourself or not? The only way to collab with yourself is to stop collabing with the enemy. You're the enemy. Fix it. Shingwara Chingara. Tinfiri Sankara. Cristobal, what should I do about leaving a job? Chase your best life. Seek your best life. That's how you get rid of the job. Your best life is the path you want. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Sinfara Tingara. Sinfara Tingiri. Tingara Singara. I pray for finances to come to me. I pray for finances to come to me. The finances are already in existence in your realm. Income, it comes from within. That's why it's called income. It starts with you. You decide how far you want to go. That's your decision, not the world's decision. You put it on someone else's decision, and now you're heartbroken. Stop feeling incomplete. It's there. It's there. It's there. The money's there. Your best life is there. Stop waiting. Wholeness. Wholeness. To manifest money, you must manifest the person capable of carrying out the mission to manifest it. To manifest money, you need to be the person capable of manifesting the money you want. The person right now is not capable of manifesting money. The person you are right now depends on a job. That's not the person that's going to manifest you millions. The key to manifestation is being the person that can carry out the manifestation. You're the cause and effect. You're the bamboo. Woo. W. Swarm bamboo. You making 50K and you want 100K, then you need to do something different. You making 100K and you want to make 500K, then you need to be the person that can make 500K. When you making 500K and you want to make millions, then you need to be the one that can start on these bitches making millions. You got to be the ones to start on these bitches making millions. Right now, you're not the person that can handle millions. Couldn't. The universe can give you $1 million tomorrow and you blow it. Trying to spend it on your homegirls, thinking they're your friends. The entire time they're using you for the money that you came up across. That's another reason why you're not manifesting money. Because if the money was to be given to you tomorrow, you would blow through it. You would blow through it. Sometimes you don't even know how to handle your own abundance. That could be another reason why it's not manifesting. Because if it was given to you, you would blow through it. Dimba. Insight. Dimba, the eagle of insight. The key to manifestation is looking at what's going on within. What is going on in your motor? Is there abundance in your motor? Your vibration is a motor, constantly attracting stuff. Are you vibrating what you want to vibrate? Are you vibrating what you want to vibrate? Is the motor feel right? Does it feel off? Are you at where you want to be with your finances? The finances is there. We're not going to be on some no negative shit. The finances is always there. The millions you want is already there. It already exists. Every time it always exists. Go for it. It's always there. The money is always there. Anubis, transformation. When it comes to upgrading your lifestyle, you need to transform as the person that can manifest it. When it comes to manifesting a new lifestyle, Anubis, you transform into the person that can manifest it. Your signal determines what you attract. Cleanse that signal. You got 2 bars, and you know you need 5 bars to attract wealth. Then you need to up your self-service. Get rid of the blockage. Your vibration is like self-service. Right now, you gotta cleanse that tower because you got 2 bars. You need 5 bars to manifest M's. You need 5 bars on that phone. Hello. You need 5 bars on that phone, and you got 2. Something's going on. It could be your parents chopping it down to 2 bars on that cell phone. You're a cell phone signal full of vibrations, messages. You keep telling yourself, I'm broke, I'm never gonna make it. I'm broke, I'm never gonna make it. Life reinforces what you sent out. You're broke, you ain't making it. It's the truth. You tell yourself constantly, I'm broke, never gonna make it, I'm broke, I'm never gonna make it. And then look at that. Life didn't get you didn't get shit out of it. Broke. I told myself I'm broke. And look at that, you broke. What are you telling yourself? Even when you're first starting out broke, do not call yourself broke. Because you're only reinforcing the current situation. You got to change your vocabulary. You're only reinforcing the current situation, so you stay in a perpetual loop of nothing changing, no best life. Neath, perseverance. To get to this bag and to live your best life, you need to persevere. You need to be able to go through the struggle of letting go of that old version of yourself. The gift is becoming the person that can manifest. Because you can take that with you wherever you go. You could be in Thailand manifesting money. You could be in fucking India manifesting money. Heck, you could be in a kangaroo's pouch in Australia manifesting money. Dead ass, chilling in a kangaroo's pouch like damn Starbucks. Sipping on kangaroo breast milk. Sending in a spreadsheet for your own company. It can be done. Anytime, any place, it's possible. It is possible to make money anytime, any place, on vacation, passive income. It's possible. You need to become the person that can manifest the ideas to manifest that kind of money. It's all about becoming the person that can carry out the manifestation. It's there. Vacation times, unlimited. Unlimited paid time off. Persevere. It takes perseverance. You gotta persevere. Do you have the will, the resiliency? It's there. I see it. The higher spirits see the resiliency. It's there. The resiliency is there. Use it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Manifestation is a rhyme scheme. When shit starts rhyming, coincidence becomes luck, and luck becomes manifestation. It has to rhyme. You ever had a day where it was back-to-back blessings, back-to-back, it went, where it all sunk and worked out? That's manifestation. It's a rhyme. When you have disruptions in the ether, it's not rhyming. It needs to rhyme. Sinifara tinkara, tinfili sankara. I see something in your vision. It's there. You need to align with the rhyme. It is a rhyme. When you manifest, it is a rhyme. And you have to decide, does your vibration go with the rhythm? It's a rhythm. When you're manifesting, it is a rhythm. When you're feeling off, because you're off the rhythm, you're not on your rhythm, you're not on your flow, you're not on your groove. The rhythm is in existence. That's the best news. The rhythm already exists. That's the best part. It already exists. It's already there. You don't have to do no Super Saiyan Goku training, Planet Vegeta in the time chamber for 40 years. You ain't got to do none of that shit. You ain't got to do 50 episodes of saying, come here, come here, It doesn't require that. Manifestation doesn't require Bruce Lee-like training. We got to be doing 1,000 push-ups in this motherfucker. Manifestation doesn't require constipating on the toilet. My head boils. It's not complicated. You're complicating it with your bullshit. Anytime you say life is complicated, it's because you're complicating it with bullshit. King Tut, the simplifier of order. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Life isn't complicated. Is you living your best life? Your crystal ball knows. Your crystal ball knows. Am I living my best life? Let's find out. Sinfara Tinkara. Chinfiri Sinkara. Spirits, are we living our best lives? The spirits say, you're living your best life. Stop worrying. Start processing. Stop worrying and start processing. Simply process. Allow yourself to process. You really just want to process what's going on. It's really not that hard. You really just want some time to process. It's not complicated. Your nervous system just needs to chill. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. It's not a math formula. It's not the formula to the peepan pole and the dim wind bamboos. And the wind bamboos. It's none of that at all. Stop complicating it. Order. Shoe. The wear of order. When it comes to the weight we bear, there should be no weight. When it comes to the baggage we carry, there should be no bags. Leave it out at the checkout. When it comes to the weight we carry, there should be no weight. There should be no baggage. If it's there, that's the old you. Leave it at the airport and fly. Leave your baggage and luggages at the airport and fly. That's from the past. You should not bear any weight and don't bear anyone else's weight. Because when you bear someone else's weight, that person is using you to help you bear their own weight that they couldn't bear themselves. You should not be bearing any weight. I don't care how many Cinderella stories you told yourself, what feel good story. Oh, well, I honor struggle. I honor the struggle of struggle love. No, love isn't supposed to be a struggle. It's supposed to be light. Love isn't supposed to be heavy. It's supposed to be light. Love is light. Whenever love is heavy and shit, it's not love. It is lust. Whenever you think you're experiencing love and it's heavy, that's not love. That is lust. Lust is heavy. Lust is insecure. Lust depends on something else outside of yourself to exist. Your weight should be light. What is the weight of your heart? What is the weight of your vibration? What is the weight of your vibration? Amanora, creation. I'm creating my best life. I'm creating what already existed. I'm creating what already existed before I realized it. Love is already there before you realized it. Love is already there before you realized it. Bastit, passion. Passion is where your focus is. What are your passions? Where's your focus? When you don't know your passions, that means you're focused on the wrong thing. There's passion there. Where is it? Wherever your focus is, that's where your passion is going. Do you like where it's going? Your passion can be rolling in the mattress. Your passion can be taking a poo on your chest. Your passion can be being a serial dater, a looks maxer, being the next Mr. Beast, LeBron James. Your passion can be any number of things. Where is most of your energy going to? That's where your passion lies. Do you like where it's going? Do you like where it's going? Some people like going to Dubai and taking chocolate shits on their chest. It happens. Hey, if that's your best life, go for it. If that's your best life, go for it. You ain't gotta work no W-2, no nothing. I'm gonna let this prince take a poop on my chest I'll make 50 racks real quick. Some people live their best life that way. What happens in Dubai stays in Dubai. That's all I'm saying. Hecka, alchemic force. Change is alchemy. Shifts in your life, that's alchemy. You're constantly alchemizing, even when you don't know it. When you alchemize with intention, immense transformation happens. Because you are always alchemizing when you're not intending it. When you intend it, you supercharge the signal for manifestation. You supercharge the outcome of what you're going to get when you lead with the intention, because you are constantly manifesting. You have to ask yourself, am I manifesting what I want? Because you can manifest toxicity, you can manifest dog shit, you can manifest STDs. What are you manifesting? Heck, you can manifest ops. What are you manifesting? Do you like what you're manifesting? If you want to manifest money, prosperity, but the current trajectory is manifesting sorrows, bad friendships, relationships, or just not where you want it to be, then you need to change your tune. You need to change your tune. Manifestation is whatever you willed into your life. You're always willing shit into your life. Is it the will that you want? Is it what you want? The higher spirits have that question for you. Is this what you want? What you want? A, B, C. I'ma let it run while I'm giving you the D. Smoke it up. Ah! Are you getting what you want? What you want? Okay, here at Best Life Incorporated, we're talking about getting what you want. Not what you think you want, what you want. The sweetest prize. You nigga. Get rich or die trying. Oh, I'm done being a window shopper. Use a window shopper at the jewelry store. Look at that shit you can't buy. Summertime acting like you went in with bullshit. Mama down the bed with my full clip. But I'm bothering ain't nothing better with the fee up. I be on rice game. Who told you roll the G up? Tap on the top down. We gon' put the sis in your trunk. And we rolling, got the top down. And I get this shit start to bop. And I stole it, using window shopper. And you tired of window shopping, it's time to get some shit popping. And some people may have to get dropped in. Let's keep it real. You're tired of window shopping. Doom scrolling is the window ship of life. When you doom scrolling, you're window shopping through other people's lives, looking outside the club, and mad because you can't get in. You mad because you can't get in. So you're going to window shop that trip to Barbados. You're going to window shop Rihanna. You're going to window shop going to Tokyo. Whatever place you want to vacation to right now, stop window shopping your vacation. That's what the vacation ain't happening. Your vacation isn't happening because you leave it as a theory. When you doom scroll, you're doom scrolling theories. When you choose to live through theories, you never actually get what you want. Because a theory, you can't experience a theory. You need reality. Bitch, I want to live this life. I want to experience it. Then you can't leave it as just a theory. A hobby stays a hobby when your brand is just a theory. A theory, you can't do shit with a theory. That's what you gotta act. Manifestation is bringing this theory to life. You can't make bands on a fucking theory. The fuck? You can't pay bills with a fucking theory. That's why great ideas stay stuck in the back burner as a draft. Stop saving your ideas as just a draft. Post that bitch. Shit ain't gonna change till you post it. Shit ain't gonna change until you post it. Post it. Stop leaving your dream life on the draft. Stop living your dream life on scene. When you leave your dream life on scene, you block manifestation and stay at the same position you are right now. Down and boom. That's the truth. You have grand ideas. Everyone has grand ideas. Haka, alchemic force. Do you want to use the alchemy to bring these grand ideas into reality? Because that's what manifestation is. Taking the ideas in your head and bringing them into reality. And not keeping them in the drafts. They stay in the drafts until you post it. That's how manifestation works. You keep your dream life on the drafts, it will always stay a damn draft. I'm not doing that shit. Your dream life will always stay a draft until you decide to post it in reality. The magic doesn't begin until you start posting it, until you start showing up. Kapari, change. Are you gonna show up for change? Are you gonna make yourself available for change? The universe wants to know. Universe, how do we make ourselves available for change? Tinfaro Sigara, Tinfiri Tigara, Shimbaba Tangara. You must become the best life version of yourself to get that best life that you've been waiting on. That is the secret from the higher realms. Stop waiting to become that person. That person is going to be the key. That person is the currency to get more currency. Your finances depend on your personal life. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the truth. Your finances depend on your personal life. You think like a worker in your personal life, you're going to get worker wages. You think like a worker in your personal life, you're getting worker wages. You didn't want to be a boss. Part of bossing up is being the boss in your personal life. Being that person, down to your personality. To be a boss is a personality. To manifest is a personality. You need to manifest the personality that comes with the person that will usher in this change for you. Comparing, you want change. Changing your personality is part of that change. You don't have $1 million personality, so you're not going to manifest $1 million. Right now, you have the personality of a worker bee, $20 an hour. What the fuck are you supposed to do with $20 an hour? You can't go to Barbados. You can't go to Barbados casually on $20 an hour. Let's get fucking real with that. And have some money left over. You can't do that. You can't. What was it? You can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go on a girls' trip out or some shit on $20 an hour." You can't do that on $20 an hour. You can't just go out on a date with yourself randomly on $20 an hour. You could, but not like you should. You can't do a vacation on the spot. I'm trying to get y'all to Barbados. I'm trying to get you to Barbados or Rihanna. But if you can't afford the plane ticket, it's not going to happen. Why can't I manifest the money to afford the plane ticket? Because I still think like a $20 an hour 304. I'm not thinking like a millionaire boss. I'm thinking like a $20 304. Yes, sir. No, sir. Sir, can I take a deal? Homie, better get back there for fucking 5. Bitch, you better go back in there in that kitchen and work for them $20 an hour. You lucky I ain't giving you 5, bitch. Okay, remember. That's not gonna manifest the M's. That alarm clock. At 8 a.m. Really? That's Ninja? That's no wonder you're addicted to the corn hub. You gotta wake up at fucking 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Woo, woo, woo. Sir, can I take a day off? Bitch. You better off yourself on Saturday and continue working. You better off yourself on Saturday and continue working. Like, dead ass. Like, nah, I'm not. See, these are your days off. This is why you're not manifesting the shit. This is how you're gonna ask someone else to take a day off that you already are owed. It should be you don't have to ask for days off until you run through all your days. Like you get 20 days to take off whatever you want. After that, you may have to ask. Like motherfuckers be wanting you to ask on any fucking day off. I'm like, what the fuck? See, that's not gonna get you to balls. You're not gonna feel like Rick Ross. You're not gonna feel like Rick Ross at Dummy Incorporated, Misery Incorporated. You can't. That's why you're struggling. Do you want to change? Do you want to change? Do you want to get off the quarter twos and the cubicles? Do you want to get off the doom scrolling? Gotta ask yourself these questions. The spirits inquire of your future. Where's your future going? We're looking at the board game. This is the board right here. We got the Ouija board, and we got the crystal ball. This is wisdom from the higher realms. Yeah, manifestation comes from the higher realms. Manifestation comes from the higher realms. Nothing manifests without the higher realms being involved in it. There's no such thing as luck and coincidence. No. When you manifest something, that's because you aligned it in the stars. It didn't align in the stars. It's not going to happen here. If it didn't align in the stars, it's not going to manifest down here. That's why it ain't shit happened. It ain't aligned in the stars. It's not going to manifest here. You can say all the shit you want to. It ain't aligned in the stars. It's not going to manifest here. Tolerate, Genesis. Part of change is beginning the change. You can't usher in change until it begins. You can't usher in change until it begins. You can't usher in change until it begins. You have to start. Waiting is because you don't want it to start. Waiting because you don't want to start the gamble. You got to roll the dice. See what's good. And will you pay the price? Are you willing to pay the price for change? Price costs. It costs. Living your best life, it costs. Are you willing to pay the toll? Are you willing to pay the toll? You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest. You ain't willing to pay the toll, it ain't going to manifest. That's why we drew perseverance. Do you have the perseverance to pay the toll? Do you have the perseverance to pay the toll? The crystal ball wants the higher realms wants you to know. The higher realms is constantly testing you. When it comes to manifestation, before it can manifest in the physical, the higher realms are testing you. Are you worthy? Are you resilient? Are you committed? When you are not 100% committed to the vision, it will never happen. Plan B, C, and D, that's not commitment. That's not a commitment. You're not committed to the vision. When you come with plan B, C, and D, that's because you don't trust the vision. It either manifests or it doesn't. It's plan A or nothing. Any reasonable doubt sends a negative signal that cancels out what you want. Your vibration has to align with the vision. Your vibration has to rhyme with the vision. Because when a vision happens, you are creating a new reality. You as a person has to rhyme with the reality to become reality itself. You need to rhyme with the vision. When it starts rhyming, I'll be rhyming like Tupac. I pack 2 blocks. I pull up in the shop. I got 500 racks in the suitcase and you still get blocked. Are you rhyming with it? Can you dig it? Can you handle it? Can you handle the visions? Ra, the soarer of enlightenment. You're meant to soar. Ra, the soarer of enlightenment. The light. You are the light at the end of the tunnel. The light has no choice but to manifest when you rhyme. The light has no choice but to manifest when you rhyme. What are you rhyming with? What are you rhyming with? With bamboo, soda poop. With bamboo, soda poop. What are you rhyming with? The sky's blue. I need to be into you. Universe. Universe. You are the verse, the chorus, the bridge. You are the verse, the chorus, the bridge, and the hook. You are the song you're looking for. You are the songbird. You are the song. You're the person singing. Your inner voice is always singing. Sing your tune. That same person you are in the shower, that's who you need to bring out in all situations. You should be able to sing in front of like 500,000 motherfuckers, regardless of what they say. You could sound like a damn stroke victim, but that's your song. You could sound like a cat scratching its nails on the board while vomiting catnip on your sofa. That could be your voice. Who else? Who are you to judge my tune? It's off note. You think you Whitney? You ain't Mariah Carey. Man, you need to shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing you sing. Leave that shit in the shower. Bitch, fuck you. I'm gonna take this outside of the shower to the world. That's my voice. That's my inner voice. And it's on key to me. I sound like the greatest singer in the universe to me. That's how I'm supposed to feel about myself. Regardless, because remember, your song is going to sound weird to the next person because the next person isn't meant to hear your song. So what may be off key to them is on key to you. Your voice is naturally going to sound strange to strangers because it's meant for only you to hear, not someone else. It's not meant for other eyes. It's meant for you. It's meant for you. That's why you are your own ride or die. There's certain things about yourself that only you are supposed to experience, not someone else, not your bestie, not the person's testes you're riding on, not your babe boo partner. Like, no. That's why when people go, oh, I need space. That's because you're supposed to be comfortable by yourself. You're supposed to be comfortable with your own thoughts. You're supposed to be comfortable with your own company. You're supposed to have your own space. Not give it away for someone else to avoid your insecurities. Midsurger. Darkness. Darkness hides behind insecurity. Darkness hides behind your big blabber mouth, wanting to include everyone in your own party. It's a party for one. It's a party for one. When you include everybody, it becomes a party for none. Strangers. They're called strangers for a reason. You don't know who they are. They come with their own music, their own song. And you have your own song. Why are you tainting your own song? Would I go on a date? Should I go on a date with my boyfriend? Is your boyfriend helping you live your best life? Is your boyfriend part? No, I'm gonna say it better. Is your boyfriend part of your best life? The spirits have that to say to you. Is your boyfriend part of your best life? If he's bringing out your best life, then you can keep him. That's how. If he's your best, is he making your life the best life? Is he part of your vision of your best life? Is he part of your vision? If he ain't part of that vision, then you need to dump him. If he ain't part of that vision, you need to dump him. And that's it. And no one else has to. No one else has to. No one has no say on that. No one has no say on that. As long as you know that they're part of your best life, then no one else's input matters. That's what it's about. It has to. Does this person support my best life? Does this situation support my best life? That's what life is about. And when it stops supporting the best life, then you use your courage and the wisdom to drop it. You go with the flow. Life is a flow state. Shit can change tomorrow. But you make sure you live your best life. You don't settle for shit. I'm not promoting no struggle shit. I'm not promoting struggle. That's disgusting. Doom scrolling is struggle. Doom scrolling, and they also call it doom scrolling because usually the content you're scrolling on only reinforces your anxiety, pain, and you don't even know it. It's called doom scrolling for a reason. You're scrolling out of anxiety of what's happening in your life, and you think that these short dopamine spikes on each post is going to somehow change the anxiety on the journey you on. Doom scrolling, the reason why you doom scroll is because you want to distract from what's going on. You're living your best life, you don't need a distraction. When you're not living your best life, you need distractions to continue going down this trajectory that's not working. It's either your best life or it's not. That's the measurement of success. No one else can define that success for you. Anytime you answer this question with yes or no, it's a no. It's best life or nada. There's no any just over broke, just over struggling. That's struggle, and you don't want to admit it. Struggle, because again, you can have a job and still struggle. You can have a partner and still struggle. You have whenever you have these things and you're struggling, that's because the measurement on how you. That's because your measurement of your life is incorrect. When you have a partner or you have a job, you have these things and you're still struggling, that's because your measurement is all off. If it's not synchronizing with who you are, it's not for you. Because you can get a boyfriend, you can get a girlfriend, you can get a job, but does it synchronize with your best life? Again, you can get a boyfriend, you can get a job, but does it synchronize with your best life? That's always what it comes down to. Whenever you're going into a situation and investigating it, does it synchronize with your best life? And unto then, hope. Hope only works when you're placing your optimism on your best life. Hope only works when it's placed in the right place. You can have hope in the wrong things. You can have hope in your history continuing. You can have hope in toxicity continuing. That's where you need to be careful. Where do I place my hopes? Because you could be hoping in a demon. Deadass, you could be hoping in a demon. And the demon's like, yeah, I got your bitch ass. Yeah, it's okay. Keep going. Keep going. He's buying me a Mercedes for my birthday. Hocus pocus, the sky's blue. That's what should be happening. He's buying a Mercedes for my birthday. That's what should be happening. The person is not benefiting your life. What is you doing? What is you doing? Okay, they're not bringing no money or more peace to your already peaceful existence. What are they doing there? What are they? People will call you a gold digger, this and that. Like, no, bitch, just thinking smart. Why do you want to keep your like? Listen, it already costs money being in the company of yourself. You'll be damned if you're entertaining other company for free. For free. That like no, and never listen to these trash ass guys say, "Well, she's a gold digger, he's a gold digger." Like, bitch, no, because The people that say this shit, they want to entertain and waste your time for free. They want to waste your time for free. Again, when people say this shit, oh, you looking out for yourself, you like, no. It's called being smart. You're not gonna soft launch your issues onto me. Motherfuckers be wanting to soft launch their issues onto you for free. At your expense. And then when they done, which will happen, they gonna bounce. That's why I say, do you get straight to the point? You gotta get straight to the point. That's why living your best life is so difficult, because being straight to the point, the message sounds harsher than when we beat around the bush. It's like you can't beat around the bush. If it's not beneficial for you, what are you doing? You're struggling because you're trying to play moral politics. You're trying to play politics. Like, stop playing politics. Yes, brought Mercedes Benz. Yes, he's paying my bills. The fuck? Yes, he is helping me live a better life. The people around you should be helping facilitate your better life. That's why when you change as a person, the people around you change. I drop all the people talking struggle. I drop their asses. There's no reason to keep them around. They're vibrating struggle. You gonna fuck around and catch secondhand struggle. That's the truth. Listen, listen. You gotta watch the company you keep, because when you just hang out with anybody, you could be catching secondhand struggle and not even know it. Secondhand struggle, like, come on, bro. Secondhand struggle and not even know it. My parents constantly talking about that stupid ass job, avoiding any and all change, doing the same thing they was doing 10 years ago, barely getting a vacation. I got tired of it. I was like, I don't want to talk about that shit. I want to talk about balling, vacations, what we could do to live our best life, not struggling. Hey, I was catching secondhand struggle. There's only so many times I can talk about your stupid ass job. There's only so many times I can talk about how, like, you had to rush through an international vacation within a weekend because you got to get back to work on Monday. Like, my mom would travel, like, she would travel overseas, but the vacation would only last like tops like 5 days. Like, 5 days is not enough for international travel. 5 days to me, 5 days is not enough for international travel. And one time she tried to do like a whole trip in Europe within the span of a weekend so she could get back to work on Monday. Travel Friday, get back to work Monday. That's not a vacation. That don't like you spending bread on a quick chat, like, you're not even enjoying the vacation. That's not, a weekend isn't enough. 5 days ain't enough for vacation. Listen, you gotta travel overseas, you need at least like 2 to 3 weeks minimum. And 2 is like on the cheap end. I'm telling you, we don't even know how to vacation. You don't even know how to vacation right. You travel overseas, you need at least 2 weeks. At least minimum. A weekend, 5 days, it's not gonna cut it. These little 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, that's not enough. That's not, like, no, that's not enough. The 2 weeks, like, come on, bro. That's one vacation. 2 weeks for the whole year, that's one vacation. We don't even know how to vacation. We don't even know how to vacation. Again, I'm talking about living comfortably. We're not spending no just a 5-day vacation and we're trying to rush through shit. Because the shorter the vacation, actually short vacations actually be more stress because you're trying to soak up the little time that you have that you don't even realize that's not enough. Like, by the time the week is up, you're like, oh shit, I'm back at work. In my opinion, when I tried taking vacations on a job, that shit wasn't enough. I start the vacation 2 seconds later, it's already over. I'm like, what? I just got here. I just got in the motherfucker. Are you serious? I just got in this motherfucker. Like, I'm in Barbados. Up, trip over. Time to go to work. Hey, can you roll star platinum in the world? Can I roll star platinum in the world? What are you talking about? I can roll some platinum kush. Nut. Understanding. The goddess of understanding. You have to understand why you have low expectations for what it is to live your best life. Your life only goes as far as what you expect from it. If you don't expect more from it, more is not going to come. Low self-esteem depends on you having low expectations for yourself. Low self-esteem depends on you having low expectations for yourself. If you don't have high standards, I'm talking about you thinking millions, traveling across the world constantly. If you don't dream big, your life will never get big. If you don't dream big, your life will never get big. Nut understands this. This is wisdom from the higher realms. You have to understand what it is to be abundant. You have to understand what blocks your abundance. If you don't understand this, you won't grasp manifestation. You won't understand why you had to change. You have to understand why change has to happen. You don't understand, ain't shit gonna happen. That's why you confuse me in the streets. Like, what the fuck? Shit ain't changing. What about? Why am I getting my minutes? Why am I getting my mail? Why isn't it changing? Why isn't it changing? That's a question we're always constantly asking. When you face friction in your life, the first question that comes to your mind is, well, why isn't it changing? Because you want it to change? Or do you not want it to change? It all depends on you. Again, you define what's your best life. You define what's your best life. You know whether you're living your best life by your own definition. If it isn't working by your definition, then you need to change it. Your best life can only be defined by you. And you know deep down, am I living it or not? You ain't living it. It's time to read your fortune. Spirits. Why is it difficult to reach my best life? Why am I not living my best life? Sinfaratin Shimbaratin. To keep it short, you don't want to live your best life. To keep it short, you want to hold on to the past and shoot yourself in the foot to just say, make it last. Let the old die. It's making you cry. And I see you trying to sneak it in on the slide. You can't sneak that shit in. When it comes to manifestation, you can't fool manifestation. You can't fool yourself into change. You're either changing or you're not. Manifestation isn't fooled. This is another reason why you're not manifesting. You're trying to fool the stars, yourself, into believing you changed. No, you didn't. The stars know whether you changed. The stars know whether you manifested or not. You can't get it. You can lie up and down. You can't lie to manifestation. That's why you haven't manifested. You can't lie to manifestation. If you're not the person that rhymes with the manifestation, it's not going to happen. Period. Until you get real with it, with what's rhyming, it ain't gonna rhyme. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no coincidences. It happened for a reason. It happened. Everything happens in this life for a reason. I almost died twice. I almost died twice in this lifetime. I didn't learn after the first time. I didn't learn. How stupid am I? I almost drowned at the beach in 2018. And my dumb ass is so stupid, I didn't think, well, let me change. Because I knew I wasn't living my best life. I was going to die for some bullshit. I'm telling you the truth, I was going to die for some bullshit. You'd be surprised. A lot of us want to die for some bullshit. You're going to be so mad. You wake up, I'm dead. Oh, you died for that bullshit, remember? Oh, they were cheating on you. They gave you a fake identity. They lied to you. And now you died for that motherfucker. And they're with their mistress, their husband, their wife, their whatever. And you dead. And you thought they were with you. Isn't that crazy? When you die and you find out what you died for with some bullshit, that person celebrating that you dead, they didn't give a fuck about you, and you gave your life for them. The truth comes out. The truth comes out eventually. Did you like the life you lived? Was it what you wanted? What you want? That's the truth. Is it what you want? Truth is simply asking yourself, is this what I want or not? That's it. You just want to be honest. Is this what I want? Is this my best life? Is this what I want? Every day you wake up, that's the decisions. Do I want this or not? And you have a choice. Be honest with yourself or lie. In every decision you make, is this what I want? I don't want it. Stay away. Don't lie to yourself. Apophis, the serpent of darkness. Darkness depends on you lying to yourself. Pain starts where lies begin. Pain starts where lies begin. That's why you're hurting. You don't want to be honest. You got to be honest. Is this what you want? If you don't, then you got to drop it. The higher realms require it. That's the key to manifestation, honesty. That's the key to manifestation, honesty. That's how you can be evil and still manifest money. Because you was honest. I don't want to be just over broke. I don't want just 100,000. I want millions. But you got to be honest about that. You have to be honest. What kind of income do you want to make? What kind of lifestyle do you want? That's the whole point of the fortune telling. The whole point of tarot reading is to get you to ask, what kind of life do you want for yourself? And how can you manifest it? The key is, can I manifest it? What kind of lifestyle do I want? And can I manifest it? You can't manifest the lifestyle you want if you don't know what you want. What you want? You can't manifest the lifestyle you want when you don't know what the fuck you want. So you got to ask yourself, what do I want? Be honest. I want millions of dollars. Just be honest. I want to make millions of dollars. Okay, then how do we manifest it? Don't say that that's too big or that's crazy. That's not how this right. We can manifest millions of dollars. There's people manifesting taking a shit. It's possible. But are you willing to follow it? Are you willing to follow it? Are you going to settle for 6 figures? Are you going to settle for 5 figures or no figures? I want to take unlimited vacations. You can make that happen. But you got to believe it's possible. Jeb, the god of prosperity. Prosperity first requires believing that prosperity will come. What does prosperity mean to you? It's already in existence. The prize is there. You have to claim the prize. Ain't no prize gonna show up when it's unclaimed. When a prize is unclaimed, it stays in the theory box, in the drafts, to never manifest. Your vision stays in the drafts when you don't claim that prize. You have to claim it. You have to claim it. You claim it by claiming the person that wants it, not this version of yourself that's doing everything to block it. The version of yourself that's doing everything to block the new from coming in is because that version of yourself doesn't want to get the fuck out of the way. It doesn't want to leave. Whenever you stay stuck to the past and you're blocking your own money, that's because the version of yourself that wasn't manifesting does not want to leave. Like, why would it want to leave? You've served it. You've served this version of yourself. You've allowed this version of yourself to create a life for you that you didn't want. Why would it leave? Why would it leave? Jeb, prosperity. What does prosperity mean to you? Do you believe in it? Do you want it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig the prosperity? Gotta ask yourself. Self-kiss, healing. Part of changing your reality and manifestation is healing. Because as you manifest, you heal the wounds that jammed the signal. You are a signal, a cell phone tower. You service yourself, you're going to get the service back. You jam the signal, you're going to be in a jam. Healing. Healing your vibration is the key to crafting a stronger signal. Attracting more wealth requires a healed vibration. Your ability to manifest depends on the signal not being jammed. You don't have to be a pious person to manifest money. You don't have to be a do-gooder to manifest money. You can be evil and still manifest money. Why? Because you chose not to settle in your lifestyle. You got to ask yourself, what lifestyle do you want? I'm just keeping it real. You settled in lifestyle. That's why you're not making any money. You settled in lifestyle. That's why you're not getting what you want. You settled in lifestyle. That's why you're stuck in the current position. The the universe is constantly telling you to manifest. Constantly. You have to ask yourself, what do I want to manifest? Stop settling. Making money isn't about being good or evil. It's about uh, what do you want out of life, and are you willing to manifest it? Especially if you're not born to a nepo baby. Most of us ain't born to a nepo baby. So you need to ask yourself, do I want nepo money? Yes, you do. You don't want struggle money. No one wants struggle money. That's a lie they tell them. That's a lie you tell yourself to stay in the current shitty situation. You want nepo money. You don't want struggle money. You don't want $20 an hour. You don't want no. You want 500,000 million plus. That's what everyone wants. I done said it. Everyone wants to get paid at least a half a mil to a million plus. But you have to be honest with yourself. You have to dream big to admit that to yourself. Because you have to admit that to yourself first. I want millions. You got to be honest with yourself about that goal. The only reason why you chose a smaller salary is because you think small of yourself. The only reason why you don't believe that you are worthy of $1 million is because you have $7.25 an hour expectations of yourself. You set the wage that you want. You think it's your employer? No, you set the wage that you think you deserve. You set the wage. Because again, your employer can give you the $7.25. It is up to you whether you want to accept that bullshit offer or not. And are you willing to walk away from a shitty deal? You got to ask yourself that. Again, negotiating money is all about leverage. Are you going to allow someone else to leverage their hand over yours? Because again, you don't have to take the $7, the $8, the $10 an hour contract. You don't have to take that, but you have to be willing to walk away. Because if you're not willing to walk away, then you give the company an advantage over you, and then you start draining your energy to feed your insecurities. Because insecurity is why you take shitty contracts. A job is nothing but another contract. No different than a contract that you would take had you been a consultant and entrepreneur. You got to ask yourself, what do you want to negotiate? Stop settling for shitty offers. Because remember, no one's going to offer you a contract that doesn't benefit them first. The first offer they give you is always going to be the lowest. Because when someone is offering you these contracts for a job, for consulting, whatever way you get your income, they're always going to offer you the lowest price first, the lowest offer first. The goal is to get as much of your skill and talent out of you as much as possible for the lowest price. That's the goal of the person negotiating their salary with you. That's just part of business. That's literally business. Get the most for the least. So you have to ask yourself, how much are you worth? And will you walk away? Like, you got to pay me $1 million for me to show up at a job. I'll walk away, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. You need to be paying me some serious coin. Whenever it comes to negotiating, they are going to offer you the lowest salary. The first offer is always going to be the lowest. Remember, they're approaching you from the perspective of, I want to get the most out of your work and talent for the least amount of money. And you're trying to approach it as, let me get the most out of you for what you can offer. So you need to offer the highest, because remember, they're going to go lowest. That employer, that potential hirer, that potential employer, client, they're going to offer the lowest they're going to offer you. You need to make sure you get the most. That's just how business works. Business 101. You got to learn how to you got to learn how to negotiate them contracts. Hater, intelligence. Do you have the intelligence to negotiate? Sometimes you settle for lower wages because you don't know how to negotiate your buying power. Do you know how to negotiate? Have you mastered the art of some backbone? Business is business. When it comes to handling your business, You need to represent yourself at all times. Don't let someone else be your representative. Don't let someone else be your representative, because what they're representing may not be what you want. Can you represent yourself in those rooms? Can you represent yourself in the company of potential clients? The clients are waiting. The company is waiting. You need to step aboard as the boss. You are the boss of the company. Exploration. Exploration. Allow yourself to explore new talent, new fields. This is how you discover what your passions are. This is how you discover who you are. This is what you figure out what was working and what doesn't work. You have to give yourself the space to explore. Give yourself the space to explore outside of what already been tried, outside of the history, outside of the past. It may have to kiss your ass. Sometimes you gotta say, fuck it. The history gotta kiss my ass. I got some other shit I wanna do. Hachoo! This is truth. Exploration. How do you know until you explore? How do you know until you try it? How do you know this isn't for you until you try it? You tried the kissing game, try that. I'm gonna get banned so I can go to Barbados game. We try to go to Barbados, but you can't come because you can barely afford the ticket. You got work tomorrow. Rihanna waiting for us in Barbados. That's all I'm saying. Rihanna waiting for us in Barbados. What do you? I can't. I'd love to see Riri in Barbados, but I gotta pay for this airport. Sorry, I gotta pay. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I really got $10 to my bank account after all expenses. Damn. You know, he was gonna invite you. It was hot, nice weather, beautiful waters, the suntan glistening on the skin, relaxation, no pressure, no emails, just vibes and good time. Just vibes. On a weekday. Not thinking about Sunday. Not thinking about Monday. It's my day. I'm telling you, when you ain't rushing for no vacation, no nothing, you can chill in this motherfucker. Look, when you taste that, when you get a taste of that, you're not gonna go back. I tasted it. So I'm not going back. Chilling on a weekday, waking up when you want to, regardless of a bill situation, it's almost as good as busting a nut. Actually, it's better than busting a nut. That ass. You can bust a million nuts when you have time. I'm just saying. Imagine not thinking about Sunday, not thinking about Monday. Every day is Saturday. It's possible. I'm telling you, it's possible. The higher realms are here to tell you you can live every day as Saturday. You have to protect it. You have to protect it. When you reach your best lifestyle, you need to protect that motherfucker. You didn't make it this far to go back to struggle. You didn't make it. You didn't reset your nervous system just to put it back in chaos. You did not curve these hating assholes for nothing. When you achieve your best lifestyle, protect it. You didn't come this far for no reason. Protect it. You must protect your happiness. There are entities, monitor spirits that want to take you back to struggle, back to your old self. So they can entertain you with bullshit. The bullshit needs you to take off the armor, take off the sword and shield. So you leave yourself vulnerable to attacks. Again, living your best life is not easy. It requires fortitude, perseverance, and fuck you. A lot of fuck yous. You gotta know when to say fuck you. Even if you don't want to. Mom can get the smoke. Mama can get the smoke. She ain't acting right, fuck you. Dad can get the smoke. He ain't acting right, fuck you. I don't give a fuck that I came out of your left nut. I don't care if I came out of your ovaries. You want some bullshit, fuck you. Period. Best life. When you live your best life, anyone can get the smoke. It don't matter the history. Your damn roster can get the smoke, bitch. I'm gonna stop giving you this poo daddy if you keep pissing me off. I got another one on the side. Get the fuck out. Dead ass. When you got it that like that, motherfuckers gonna call you narcissistic. It's like, no, I protected myself, bitch. You protected yourself. I'm protected mine, ho. You ain't playing right. Get the fuck out. That's how you have to move with people. You ain't jumping. Get the fuck out. I got it like that. Yeah, bitch. I got it like that. I just came back from Barbados with Rihanna. I got it like that. Get the fuck out. Do you know how powerful that is? You ain't gotta take no one's shit. Like, bitch, I run this show. Get the fuck out. You ain't like the rules that I set? Then get out. I set up this bitch, not you. I'm not going backwards. Life is about forward, never about backwards. It's not about struggle moving backwards. When you move backwards, you're struggling. When you grow backbone, there's no more struggle. Bad relationships and friendships stick around because you want struggle. The wrong people stick around because you didn't want to put your sword and shield and say, get the fuck out. I don't want to be mean. Like, what the fuck? They don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out. I don't care if I was mean. Get the fuck out. At the end of the day, paradise starts with you. Not them. It starts with you. But I broke their hearts. Listen, the day they decide to drop your ass, they will not hesitate to drop your ass. That's how people work. You've been through it. When people decide they can't get nothing out of you, they're going to drop your ass. And they will not be hesitating. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. It's gonna when it comes to making their decisions, they're gonna choose themselves first every time over you, as they should. Are you gonna put yourself first? Are you going to put yourself first? Are you gonna put yourself first? The wisdom wanders. The wisdom wonders. When it comes to realizing that life isn't fair, it is up to you to tip the scales. You can't control the parents you were born to, but you can decide how you respond. Just because your parents chose struggle does not mean you have to continue the generational curse. Just because your parents told you to struggle and say fuck you to your dreams and yourself does not mean you have to repeat those curse words to yourself. You'll be surprised. You'll be saying fuck you to yourself because your parents have been saying fuck you for so long. Through passive aggressiveness, ass whoopings, tell you go get a job, don't pursue this dream, don't pursue that career. Pray to the same God I pray to because I'm your parent. Come on, that's the worst thing to do. Do some shit because you came out of their left nut. That's the worst thing you could do is follow someone because you came out of their left nut. Like, bitch, these bills don't accept your father's left nut as a payment. They don't. So why are you choosing to follow that? When you follow your parents, you are using the biological connection as the driving force behind your decisions. That's the worst decision. Because the only thing your parents have on you is coming out of their birth canal. That's the only thing your parents have on you is this damn birth canal. Well, you should be grateful. You came to my vagina. Bitch, you had sex. I had no choice. The fuck? You should be grateful you came out of my vagina. Bitch, you had sex. I had no choice. Duh. You didn't use a condom. Don't let these parents will gaslight you saying you should be grateful. Like, bitch, you had sex. I had no choice but to come out to the JJ. Duh. You didn't use a condom. You didn't use the IUD. You didn't use the IUD. You didn't use the plan B. You knew your bill's gonna go up when you choose to have unprotected SEX. Your bill's gonna go up when you choose to have children. The fuck? You act like I had a choice. If it was a choice, I wouldn't be here talking to your stupid ass. You should be grateful. I pay rent. Duh. You're supposed to pay rent. You birthed me. Duh. You should be grateful I'm feeding you. Duh. That's what you're supposed to do. You want cookies for some shit you signed up for? A parent will damn gaslight you to be grateful for a job description that they signed up for before you got here. Like, this is why I said these parents, that's why more people are cutting off these damn parents. You didn't have a choice. You had a choice of laying up. in the mattress. I didn't have a choice of being birthed and coming to a planet that depends on money to survive. You knew that. Why are you playing dumb? Fuck your dreams, you need to work. Because you said, fuck your dreams, you need to work. You said that to yourself. Don't send that to me. Parents will literally send you advice that didn't work for them, and force it upon you. You have to use your discernment and look at your parents and say, if your parents' advice didn't work for them, why the fuck do you think it would work for you? Let me know. I followed my parents' advice. That shit didn't work. I'm like, you still struggling at a job. And my dumb ass is following them, knowing damn well they're struggling. Never follow your parents' advice. If your parents don't have nepotism money, do not follow their advice. Period. Okay? Because remember, they had all this time on this planet to stack bread. They had all this time to plan out a child, and they chose not to. And that's your fault? You had all this time. What are you doing? You had all this time to be a billionaire. You had all this time to stack generational wealth. How the fuck are you going to raise a fucking kid on $50K a year? That's not enough. And then you're going to tell me to get a job because you knew damn well you need just generational wealth to make it out here without having to struggle. You need money to invest in your own business. You need money to flip it. You need something. We're not gonna play dumb on that. You need some money to flip it. How the fuck are you gonna build kids and you ain't got no flip money to give them to flip? That's my opinion. If you ain't putting a fund to the side for your child so they can flip it into a bigger bag, you failed them. You failed them. At some point, you have to start your own business. Imagine if your parents had like $100K minimum to start your own business, to invest in. Do you know that would change your life? Did you know that would change your perspective on money? Did you know that would give you a fighting chance to get off the job? Most parents don't understand that. They don't understand that. 100K, in my opinion, you don't got 100K to give your kid to say, here you go, start your own business so you don't have to do this fucking work struggle shit out here. Then you failed. You failed. You knew damn well you need money to make money. You got to flip a brick. You didn't give me no bricks to flip. So now I got to flip burgers out here to get my own brick to flip. That's what I said. Most of our financial problems also be coming with these damn parents. Do not look at your parents from a child's perspective. You got to look at them as adults, regular ass flawed human being adults. Because if you don't, you won't take off the rose-colored glasses to see through the bullshit that you're following. If you're following bullshit, that's your choice. That's your choice. The bullshit doesn't have to sit here. You don't have to sit in the toilet, bro. You don't have to sit in your own toilet stool. You don't have to do it. That's a choice. It's a choice. I'm part Egyptian. Live your best life. Pursuing your best life is also a choice. Make the choice. Your higher self demands it. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Give me advice. What kind of advice? This is general advice to getting your best life. Pursue your best life. Manifest it. You can't manifest it, it will never come. It will never come to you. You don't manifest it, it will never come to you. Period. I don't care what anyone says. You don't have the ability, if you don't recognize the ability to manifest, you will never change your life for the better. Period. Period. I don't care what you tell yourself. That's the reality on this plane. The tarot wisdom. Notice the tarot reading is questioning your lifestyle choices, your fortune. You're looking for fortune now, right here. You're not waiting till you die, because that makes no sense. You're not waiting till you die to manifest. You could always manifest in this life and the next life. You can manifest here and the next life. You got to decide, do I want to tap into that? Do I want to connect with that? That's why I'm telling you, connect with yourself. Connect with that version of yourself that wants to manifest and want better for yourself. That's wanting better for yourself. When you can go on vacations, relax, soft girl era, that's wanting better for yourself. When you could experience joy, happiness, that's what you're waiting on. That's what you're seeking. That's what you're seeking. Every day you wake up, you are hardwired to look for your own happiness. That's what you're hardwired. No amount of bills, bullshit potpourri status is going to change that. That's how everyone is hardwired. And you have a choice. Do you want to follow it or not? That's it. If you don't like what's cooking in the kitchen, then dump the whole plate and start over again. Stop force feeding yourself shit because a bill got to be paid, because I have a spouse, because I have kids. No, that's when it's too late. When you're doing shit and saying you have to do it for other people. Like the fuck? You're eating shit, you're tasting shit. Stop it. People will eat shit to stay with someone. People will eat shit to stay in a job. Stop eating shit. You don't like what you're cooking in the kitchen, get it the fuck up out of there. Manifestation is a kitchen. You're constantly cooking something. If you don't like what you're eating, throw the whole pot and start over again. You may have to start over in this bitch. Stop force feeding yourself out of fear. Manifestation is like a kitchen. What are you cooking in the kitchen? If you're not cooking magic in the kitchen, dump the pot, put some damn pine sol in it, and start over again. Get your Dawn soap and start over again. Sometimes you have to start over again to get the formula right. Sometimes you fuck the formula up so much, you gotta throw the whole pot away and start over again. It's the truth. Especially with relationships. To find out this relationship isn't bringing me anywhere, dump the whole pot and start over again. Stop being afraid to start over again. Because remember, you're the one that cooked this bullshit in the kitchen. You brought this shit soup into the kitchen. Shit soup, piss, lies, struggle. You put that in the pot. No one told you to put that in the pot. That was your choice. That was your choice to stay in that relationship. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. And you knew after the first year that this isn't going to go anywhere. You knew after the first year, this isn't going to go anywhere. This isn't going to lead me to my best life. Why did you stay? Why did you stay? I knew this situation isn't going to lead me nowhere. Why did I stay? Because I hate myself. You hate yourself. When you don't want the best for yourself, you don't like yourself. When you don't like yourself, you make excuses to stay there. Stop staying. Clean the kitchen. I'm cleaning my kitchen right now as I speak with y'all. Cleopatra is talking to y'all right now, cleaning her kitchen so better can come in. Cleopatra wants her blessings. I don't want this bullshit. I want my blessings. Give it to me. Give it all to me. I want it all. I want that all today. I'm not waiting. I'm not doing that way shit. Nope. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Cleopatra wants her blessings now. Bitch better have my money. Rihanna's waiting for me in Barbados, so give me my money. I don't give a shit. Give me my money. You're supposed to be in Barbados with Rihanna. What are you doing? You're supposed to be in Barbados with Rihanna. What are you doing? Not struggling for Mr. Habershaft to make $7.25 an hour? No. Oh, nah. Bitch better have my money. Bitch better have my money. You don't have my money, I'm going to smack you. The fuck? That's how you're supposed to roll. I'm not bending over for Mr. Habershaft. Stop bending over for Mr. Habershaft. Mr. Habershaft ain't paying you enough. Fuck Mr. Habershaft. I want some bands, ho. I want some bands, ho. Give me them bands. And live my best life. Now. Yeah, this is here. The tarot reading, the wisdom, the higher spirits. Spirits. Sinfara Tinkara. When do you know that your wages are going to go up? Sinfara Tinkiri. Sinfara Tinkara. You know your wages are going to go up when you decide to set the wages for yourself. You know your money is going to go up when you decide to set how much money you deserve. You decide what you deserve in this life. Whatever you think you deserve, that's what you're going to get. You believe you deserve the best, you're going to get the best. It's all about what do you think you deserve? What do you think you deserve? What do you believe you're worth? What do you believe you're worth? Not what's going on with your financial status right now, relationship status right now. No, what do you believe you're worth? Whatever you believe you're worth, that's what's going to translate into what you manifest. I believe I'm worth 50. I believe I'm worth $1 billion. I believe that. I believe I'm worth $1 billion. I believe that. And I'll say fuck you to anyone that disagrees with me. We're all transfinancial. We're all transfinancial. It exists. Stop identifying with broke. We're all transfinancial. Stop identifying with broke. Stop identifying with broke. Stop identifying with struggle. Put the struggle down. Stop. Stop. Stop adding struggle to your identity. You don't need it. Put the struggle down. Sometimes your parents beat the struggle into you. You don't struggle just like me. You don't struggle just like me. Fucking up your vision. Because she slept with the wrong man. How's a bird supposed to be happy when the bird is sipping shit? How is a bird supposed to be happy when it's eating shit? That's why your mama beating your ass. Man, you gotta go work and you come home to struggle love. Your man can't even provide. You come home from school, she gotta listen to your old raggedy ass. And now your mom beating your ass. Cause life is beating her ass. Your mom is beating your ass because life is beating her ass. And she doing 50-50 with someone that can barely give her $20K. $7.25 an hour. Barely paying rent. And has to take care of the kids. It's happening. Imagine. You in a relationship, struggle love, and you gotta come home to a non-payable job of taking care of kids on top of that. And your man ain't even providing for you. And that's why she beating your ass. I knew that's why my mom beat my ass. You want to struggle. You gotta wake up to that alarm clock. Woo, 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 woo. Lick your boss's left nut real quick for $7.25. And then come back home and take care of some stupid ass kids. Oh wow. Going through the motions of struggle love. Struggle love. Ain't no provider, no nothing. And you gotta ask yourself, how did I get myself into this? That's what your mama was asking. How did I get myself into this? Energies of the night. Why do people settle for struggle? Sinfara tingiri. Tinfara timbara. Sinfura tingara. Tinfiri tingara. Kumbara sinkiri. Struggle love starts when you struggle to accept yourself. Struggle love starts when you struggle to understand why that decision was bad. All struggles start internally. It starts here. It starts here. Shinfara Senkuru. It starts here. I'm living my best life right now. Now! I'ma do it now! Quibaboo! Quadadoo! Quimbara Sankara! Tifiri Tinkara! Shimbara Tinkara! How do I open the hands of manifestation so I can change the timeline right now? Right now! Energies. How do I change the hands of time to manifest? Now. Silvara Tungara. Tifiri Sinkara. Tumfire Sembu! To change the hands, I must change the hands from within. Cleanse myself of the energies of the old and be bold in the truth that I am not what was sold. When you tell yourself a lie, you have to sell it to yourself. Like any marketing campaign, you gotta sell it to yourself. Negative energies and spirits and monitor ghosts have to sell themselves to you. They have to convince you. Anything that requires convincing, it's not for you. It's not for the best. When it's for the best, it flows correctly. It caresses the song that is you. Anytime you have to convince yourself, it's because it's some bullshit and you know you lying. Stop lying. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? I try, but I'm not. But you keep on hiding. Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you lying? Why you always lying? That's why you struggling. Ain't get nothing. Why it's hard for me traveling at no stop? I'ma keep it going till I can't stop no more. I'ma hit the dope, hit you with that roll, chop a gold blow. When I start that dough, when I get it on the smoke. Bitch, I put my mind money up. I ain't regular. I'm flowing out of space, no Tesla. Bitch hater, I don't give a fuck. I'ma keep the king tuck and I go be pimping in my strut, and you know what I mean. I'ma put up in that key, not a Buick. I got different color options from the Porsche to the Tucson. I'ma do it, and I'ma smoke more kush than a chimney. Is you fucking with me? I be snorting that Bobby and Whitney. Got so many blues, I thought my kush was crippy. Got a lean on that walk and that Migos took a sippy. And then I flown the loud pack overseas in a jiffy. I feel like Pablo bullshit. It's got to go. I got to flow. I'm spitting that dynamo. I'm flying to the Astro. I rule my shit like Castro. You try me, I get in that ass quick and slow. Hit you with the fofo. I gotta go. I don't play about the dose because I got the dough. Gotta get it right now. I gotta get it right now. I'm waiting. Period. You gotta put a period on it. You were making commas, not sense. We're making commas, not sense. If it ain't about the commas, you need to stop it. You should be making at least 2 commas. Comma, comma. That's what you want. Commas. You keep looking at me, keep looking at me, keep looking at me as you wanna. Spend some money on me, but I'm to do commas. I'm gonna make them commas. I'm gonna make them commas. That's what you should be doing. Period. Commas. Gonna make some commas. Bitch, I'm a freestyle off the dome. I'm coming at your poem. This chopper going off your top at your home. What you saying? I'm an OG. Fuck you clones. I'm going in, bitch. I'm stopping like Tyrone. And it's on. I pull up in the tank. I'll shoot you point blank. Bitch, hey, go guard your break. I'm half Shinobi. I make your bleed. I got the suicide doors. This blade make your tense up at your feet. Don't you understand? This AK-47 spitting seeds like a skeet. I keep this blade in this chopping wood at your feet. I slide on these ops like some key cleats. You send me the addy, you send me the addy, I bring the deets. I'm the king of these motherfucking streets. A1. So what's up? I'm the top gun. I do this shit for fun. I'm splitting buns. I ain't at your dunce cap. I push your wig back. Motherfucker, I never lack. I never slack. I'm like a seatbelt. This AK stays strapped. Pull up in the Cadillac. Blades by the side door. I'm shooting to the bank just like a fofo. I'm naked in this bitch with no clothes, and I'm rocking all foes. Rock jewelry's on the handle. Um, Put my name on the wall like a vandal. I touch my water, then sand. I touch my water, then sand and some sandals. I'm getting lit. You just barely on a candle. Yeah, motherfuckers feeling me like a spray tan. I shoot at you and your mans. We pull up, kidnap you at the bands. Ask for ransom while you in the basement. If they don't answer, put them in cement shoes. The cops keep on looking, but they can't get clues. I can't lose. I got more blues than a bruise. My religion stay true, no truths. And I make them shit cool. But this M9 hit your grind. Fuck a truce. I'm gonna chuck my deuce. While I'm sipping couscous. What it do? Y'all know the rules. I ain't playing. I'm causing mayhem like Godzilla. I'm Michael Jackson in the Thriller. My shit ain't vanilla. I'm the cold killer, wig splitter, money getter. Keep a side piece, but my main bitch Anita. I keep more drip than Aquafina. I rule my palace like a Caesar. Toss a salad in your bitch. I like pussy on my palate. She sucking on this dick and this Glock pack a ratchet. I put murder in the clip, fresh to death out the casket. I got the sauce in the bag. I get pussy from the basket. Hater, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, what's happening? And, yo, that felt good. So living your best life, bro. Living your best life. Living your best life. Bruh. That confidence is monstrous. You ain't stopping this. I'm popping this. Confidence, bro. When you have confidence, you'll be surprised by what you're capable of. When you have confidence, you'll be surprised by what entities and ghosts want to talk to you. You'll be surprised by what you're capable of manifestation. When you push past your limits, you'll be breaking more records than Guinness. Can you feel it? You gotta feel your manifestation. Part of manifesting is feeling the joy of living your best life. You gotta feel it. You can't numb yourself. You numb yourself when you ain't feeling your reality. When you numb yourself, you don't want to feel the pain of lying. Shinfara Tunkara, Chinfiridimbara. Why did you allow them to block what you want to freestyle in your life? Because I still believe I need to beg other people for my own abundance. Your abundance is up to you. You don't need to beg other people for your abundance. Stop begging. Please let me. Oh, baby, I do what I do. No. Stop begging. Do your own broadcast. Send out your own signal. I'm sending out that damn signal. Sinfara tinkara, shinkiri timbara, tulfara tinkiri, shambara zingiri. The king is only as big as the kingdom he chooses for himself. The king is only as big as the kingdom he chooses for himself. Your kingdom is only as big as the kingdom allows it. Are you allowing your kingdom to grow? You're the head of your own kingdom. Let the kingdom grow where it needs to go. Let the kingdom grow where it needs to go. Stop playing games with your kingdom. Okay? Okay. Everywhere you go, you take your kingdom with you. Is your kingdom king or is shit coming out when you sing it? Are you a king or are you a peasant? Please, give me the money, please. Your Majesty, please. I'm struggling. I need some money, Your Majesty, please. You get shit in your face instead. I ain't calling no one Your Majesty, bitch. I am king. I'm king. I'm King Tut of my kingdom. I'm getting shmoneys. Shmoneys. Are you getting that shmoneys? I'm the king of my shit. We're not carrying ourselves as peasants. I don't do peasantry. Stop carrying on as a peasant. Snap out of it. Snap, snap, snap out of it. Being a workaholic, that's a mindset, a frequency. It has to stop. I'm king. You're king. You are king of your own castle. Stop fucking waiting. Nimbara Sinkara. Turfiri Tinkara. Shimbara Sonkwaba. Tinfara Tinkiri. Lenkara Sinfiri. Sinfara Tinkuro. Wimbara Selada. Gotta keep going. All right. I'm gonna keep going. Do you know that wraps it up? So yeah, live your best life. You need to live your best life. Let's see.